What up, Yo, what's good, everybody? We here live from Artists and Fitness with Brotherly Differences, episode 20, our 60th episode overall in the last year, but our 20th episode of this second season of 2021. I'm your host, Rod.
What's good? I'm Mike. I'm excited to get ready for this Thursday.
And we got a special guest. I'll let Mike introduce our special guest because Mike is the reason why our special guest
Yeah,
is
actually, I'll let him introduce myself. This is my guy I hoop with, and I'll let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smooth, my ball for life, man. Coming in here, man, rocking it with my boys. You know what I'm saying? Brotherly differences. You know, we get down. Yeah.
So y'all heard him here first. It's Smooth here with us. We gonna introduce who he is during the show here. We gonna ask Smooth some questions here during the interview, so y'all gonna get to know who he is, what he got going on, and where he been in his career. Because it's quite fascinating from what I've heard. Like I said, him and Mike, they hoop together. So, and then my guy D Stan, know him and D Stan, they go back. They got some history, and that's my guy that I hoop with, and the guy he grew up with. So, and they family. So, it's gonna be a nice little connection tonight here. We gonna have some sport in here. DC, we got you. Right, I need the Heat to come on with it.
The Heat, if they lose, they done, DC.
We got some NBA talk. We got some NFL talk, and then we got the real talk after the sports section. So we got us a full show on our hands today. So, let's get to it. But before we do that, Mike, how was your weekend in Orlando? Because I know you went to Orlando last week. So how was that?
Yeah, it was good. It was more of just a little trip with the kids and stuff. It was cool. We just we was at the hotel the whole time.
Oh, the hotel.
Yeah,
okay.
we swam. We
swam.
I'll do with the kids.
But no, Orlando was cool though. It was cool. It was because I never traveled, so it was cool.
That's what's up.
Well, you was just in Charlotte.
I
know. Hey, you was in Charlotte.
Yeah,
how was Charlotte?
Was cool. I was down there for my little cousin's graduation. Shout out to Devin A. Little cousin, she going to UNC Pembroke this fall. She graduated with honors, so we was down there celebrating her. Saturday we had a nice event at my auntie crib, a nice little kickback, DJ, family, chill time. Sunday we just relaxed and chilled and came back Monday. So it was a pretty good weekend for me too, man. Just chill with the family. Every time you see the family, it's always a good time. So I had a good time, and now we back here with our 20th episode. I was looking forward to this because I got some questions inspired by my trip in Charlotte by some of my cousins and some of the family. They got some questions thrown there, mixed with some of our fans here that hit me up on Instagram and Facebook with some questions. So we got all that coming up. So, the trip might tie back into this. It might tie back into this episode. Who knows? We don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we here with my man, Mr. Smooth. Mr. Smooth, to get started, can you let the people know a little bit about yourself? Can you let the Brotherly Differences people that don't know or finding out know who you are?
Yeah, well, my journey started in high school playing basketball. First and foremost, thank God for you guys letting me be on you guys' show. I'm truly blessed to be here. And started off at age 11, started playing street ball. Well, my dad showed me one move. Just a long story short, my dad showed me one move in the basement at 11 years old. And my whole goal started from there, just to be an entertainer. Start spinning the ball, working on tricks in the driveways and the parking lots, staying out late at night at the court, and just, playing ball every single day. And that led on to my journey on being a basketball entertainer and growing Eyeball for Life, which is dedicated towards the Twin Cities and creating a platform for youth to have an outlet to portray their skills and talents on. And so, the name Smooth came from the mayor because she saw me playing on the court one day, and she said, "Man, everything you're doing on the court just looks very smooth and just flawless." So, everything kind of ran with that, and just everyone around me, helping support and help grow who I am today, family, friends, and loved ones. I was just diving into my talent and gifts, man, and just kept on working hard and dedicating myself to the game, to the craft. I really didn't have a goal to play in the NBA. My whole game was just, street style. So if anyone knows about the EBC era, the N1 era, things like that, I was a part of that type of movement. And that's where I felt like my skills lied in that. So, when you see me, you know what's up. So.
Okay, so are you from the Twin Cities here?
Yep.
Okay.
Born
and raised in the Twin Cities. Man, you uncovered a lot of stuff, and you already got me into the segue of my next question. I wanted to ask you because my brother was telling me that you got some street ball backgrounds and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that training for street ball is different than training for organized ball?
Well, I feel like you gotta have an organized game to play street ball because some kids feel like you just go out there and, just do whatever. But my foundation was laid through fundamentals of dribbling and shooting. The fancy things come along with it because it just happens inside of the game. But I don't really just work on like street ball. I really just work on like my regular game. The street ball stuff, entertainment comes during the game because you never know what's going to happen. Like you can never really work on a specific move unless it's kind of catered towards that environment. And so I try to teach kids along the way to work on all fundamental assets, whether it's dribbling, with shooting, defense, or anything like that, because it's going to make you a better street ball player. And when it comes to street ball, like there's really no rules or things that go along with it. So it's like you catch a lot of different people just playing either wild or doing what they want. But if you watch like pro-am games, like I said earlier, like EBC, for example, they got a pro-am called the Entertainers Basketball Classic. And most of these cats know how to play real basketball. Only thing that makes it a difference is you're at a park. So it makes it street ball. You know what I'm saying? So the entertainment side comes along with just, working on just having fun with the ball. Some people may just do a simple crossover. Some may make it into a thing. Like I take some of my attributes from people like Bone Collector, Hot Sauce, Allen Iverson, Steve Francis, people that I looked up to growing up, man, and just made it a part of me and I put my own spin on it. And, watching the Globetrotters growing up, man, high inspiration of them and just putting my own spin on it. But mainly I just work out on, fundamental sides and strengthen that. That will also strengthen the entertainment side. So. Okay.
So you feel like all the young kids out there, y'all hear that? You got to get the skills right. You got to have a skill set. That's why we try to tell my players. Yeah. That's what we try to preach at Washburn when we coach. You got to have a skill set to be able to do some of these things out there on the court that you want to do, whether it's a fancy dribble or a fancy move. Yeah. You got to have the footwork right. You got to have the skills right. Because some, like you said, a lot of these young kids just think that street ball, I can go out there and just freestyle stuff. Oh, no. Where I become good at it. No. They don't feel like, I got to work out. They think you just got to have hands on, got to have the footwork with it type of deal.
Yeah, you got it comes with a lot of reps and the timing and putting dedication into it and having mentoring and leadership around you. Like me, I never was trained growing up. Like everything that I got taught was just self and watching other people and just picking up things as I went on. Like, I played for basketball teams and coaches. They recognized that, I had a point guard type of game and that, I could shoot. And my main skill set was dribbling. So, they always put me at a point guard position to just, maneuver the teams around. But at the end of the day, it's all about creating that solid foundation of what you're good at. Like if you feel your strength is shooting, get them reps up. If you feel your strength is dribbling, get them reps up because it's going to count. A lot of kids these days look online and they just see highlights and they go out there trying to do what they see what the highlights are doing, but not knowing these D1 cats and people out here doing these catching highlights, they're actually in the gym day and night working on their game. And what they see online is just something that they have, offered to give to the people because of what they put in, the work they put in behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, the kids catch on and know that it's hard work and dedication to get to where you want to. So,
Mike, you got any questions?
That's what I always tell you. People got to put in that work. Even when you're not on your team, like in the summer, that in the off season, you got to put in work. Oh yeah, definitely. Like just because you see people doing it, they put in work to do that. Like Bone Collector, I bet he trained a lot.
Oh yeah, all day, every day. Like he came up here for my second annual last year. Me and him had a long talk about how he came about, the skill set. Like he played ball every single day, worked out with different things, whether it was a tennis ball or just, orthodontic type of stuff. Like it was just unorthodox how he trained his body, how he trained his movements, how he played at different parks and records. Every game is different. You're going to get different defenders all the time. You're going to get them rushing defenders. You're going to get them playback defenders. Your game just has to be put into a part of knowing when to use that arsenal. Because some people may be good at dribbling and not good at shooting. Some people may be good at shooting, not good at dribbling. You got to learn to work on all aspects of your game because you never know what you're going to get. That's why it's like I work on my fundamental side. Because if I just go out there looking to entertain and looking just to play some street ball type of things, you know what I'm saying? You never know what you're going to get. You know, you just got to be sure to be ready for everything. Because everyone these days is trying to go to the NBA. So if you think about it, they're working on, you know, the fundamental side. And if, you know, the kids, like I said, they see these highlights and they feel like I'm going to go out there and just do a bunch of shake moves. Some coaches don't want to see that. Some coaches want to see you come down, set the play up, you know, get off the shot, look for the back door, screen, things like that. Some kids don't know the lingo of that. So it's always good to like work on all aspects. And Bone Collector, he put me on a lot of game when he came up here for my second annual last year about, you know, his weightlifting and, you know, eating right and just, you know, working every single day, no days off, man. And some kids, you know, that PS5 be getting them, that social media be getting them. Yeah. So you're going to catch the ones that are serious and those that are not. You just got to know, like, what your passion is, man. If you're passionate, you're going to work at it, you know? So
that's real.
Yeah, man.
That's real. So that's a good message for the youth out there that, you know, that's really looking for that motivation. It's not even in the words. It's what he's saying. Y'all got to get out there and do it. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how you perfect your craft. That's how in the game it become at your speed. The game become easier when you put in the work. So that was a good message for the youth to hear that from a baller, a present baller that's, you know, that's been there, that's seen top competition, that's played against it. So that's something to really take in, y'all. So you say you from the Twin Cities here. Mm-hmm. You're a baller, so we got to ask you this.
Okay.
Who your favorite NBA team? Who your favorite player? You can give me all-time player. You give me your favorite player now. Who your favorite player? Who your favorite team?
Okay, well, my favorite player of all time will be Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Just because I grew up on him and I got all his shoes at the crib right now.
Who is the GOAT to you?
The GOAT to me? Oh, man, that's crazy.
Please.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got to put you on the spot, man.
That's
I got to.
The GOAT to me. The reason why, the GOAT to me, and I know everyone probably is thinking the top tier go-to dude, but my GOAT personally is AI, and I'm gonna let you know why.
My cousin will be happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know why, because this man's been through all adversity what's the word called? Adversity. Thank you. Yeah, adversity. And you know, from starting off, you know what I'm saying, he's been to jail, came back out, got drafted, first round pick. And it was just amazing for what he did for his city, man, for Philadelphia. Even though he didn't get that ring, he played his heart out. And he showed that hard work and dedication. And I just see myself when I see him doing it because I'm working as hard as he did trying to get to the NBA. Like, I still have goals and things that I want to accomplish. And I feel like I look up to him as being the GOAT for me. Because like the pattern and the style that he had going into the game and revolutionizing it and things like that, like it was crazy because for him coming into the game with braids and tattoos, like no one's seen that. Like before, you know, he came like out of college, he was a fresh cut dude, clean, this and that and the third. But when he came in with a different style, it revolutionized everything. And me, I grew up, you know, streetwise. Like I played around, you know what I'm saying, people claiming cliques and gangsters and things like that. Like, so I played with rough dudes all the time. So I grew up around that era. So like tattoos and braids, like I related to that. Yeah. And I felt like I related to more to Iverson more than I did a Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And I know kids these days look up to LeBron and things like that for their GOAT. But for me, like my GOAT is AI because I relate more to him. But in this generation right now, what we're moving into, I got to say the player that I admire is Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving, he's just the swag of it, man. And just
they have Marvel like that.
Yeah. Like
his Terry was watching.
Yeah. This his aura and demeanor, man, and how he presents himself, man. Like I catch that because me being a ball handler, like I look at people like that, and it's like he goes at it, man. His work ethic just, you know, it just inspires me to work harder. And I only catch so many few ball players that have that. So it's like to look up to somebody like him is cool, it's dope, man. And there's other NBA players that I looked up to, but there's people that stand out to me. And, Kyrie Irving was one of those. And he was an underdog at one point in time. I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, when he went to St. Patrick, like, he was an underdog. He didn't get hardly any playing time. And he came out with Duke. He started wilding out, started snapping.
That's when I first seen him.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But people don't know them early stages in his career, he got no playing time. People did not believe in him. And that's the stages that I went through in high school and, getting put on the court last or 2 minutes in the game. And when you get out there, you got to play hardcore defense and make sure nothing don't happen to you or whatever the case may be, man. And, he prevailed, though. He put his work in and he made it to that top level. And, that inspired me to keep on pushing to where I wanted to be at and where I want to see other people prevail at, man. And he just has a story with him. Yeah. So, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start a drama for everybody out there on the live joint, but, Kyrie Irving's my dude. Hopefully one day.
There's only a few Kyrie haters that
what I'm saying?
I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want him trying to add me or text me. There's only a few Kyrie haters, but we know he's the second best point guard. Your boy to the right said Damian Lillard's better than Kyrie.
Okay, good. Everybody to each his own. You know what I'm saying? My man got a ring though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like you though. Iverson's my second favorite player of all time. And I was the biggest Iverson fan in high school. I had the braids and everything.
For real? Your man
I was the biggest Iverson fan. And Kyrie, right now, Kyrie my second favorite player. Harden's my first, and Kyrie.
Now, Harden's cool, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but we're narrowing it down to one guy, but there's plenty of other cats out there that be giving out work, and it's, crazy.
Is that Dre, Rod?
Dre? He's not better.
Curry the best point guard, Dre, but
and then Kyrie
I think Kyrie had better handles than Dame, but I don't know if Dame just a killer out there.
I be trying to tell him.
Dame better.
Do y'all think Trae Young is the next Curry?
I don't think he'll be as good as Curry, but he's definitely gonna be raw.
He's gonna be up there.
They're not a better leader, DC. That's BS. Kyrie led the Celtics to 38-10 before he got hurt. They was the 1 seed, so he led them. Don't nobody bring that up. Damian Lillard never led. Damian Lillard never led the Blazers. He never led the Blazers to anything like such. And then you want to bring up leader. Kyrie was leading Cleveland in some of them playoff games when LeBron wasn't.
No, I never played LeBron. I never played him.
I'm just saying.
He'd definitely get hit. No, DC, he different level. He a different level. But we to play one day though. I play anybody.
Shout out to Cuzzo, DC. Shout out to Dre. Dre going into his senior year in Milwaukee, ready to ball out this year. So we're gonna be checking you out, talking about you on the podcast, Cuzzo. We talking about you on the podcast. But man, no, that was some good insight there about the Kyrie, the Nets, and Kyrie makes sense because he's the handle god. Entertainer, and that's what that man do out there all day in the dough. For you, what was the best moment of your hoop career?
Oh man, the best moment of my hoop career was back in 2015 when I made my first basketball mixtape called Eyeball, and this is what started the Eyeball for Life legacy right here, man. I was playing in the men's league at the moment, and I decided, let me just go ahead and make a mixtape for everybody. And I made a mixtape, had it on Blu-ray, DVDs, and everything, just going all out. And at the time, I was just shopping things around to everyone, in the Twin City area, to all these different leagues and entertainment companies like Ball Up, Court Kings, Harlem Globetrotters, everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? So the best part that came to me is when I was shopping it around, and this is this is before everything came about, before I started really just pushing towards basketball. Because this right here was going to be my last little niche. If this didn't work out, I was really going to just put the ball down and just really just pursue something different. Mm-hmm. But after I made this tape, the Harlem Globetrotters, they saw it, they picked it up, and they liked it, and it was history from there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was the best part of my life because since I was 11, I wanted to be a Harlem Globetrotter. So, I had a lot of people telling me I couldn't do it. I had a lot of people saying that, oh, you ain't got the tricks for that. It takes a lot of hard work, and they got stuck telling me, you can't play like that in the game. You can't do this and that. And I got hated on all high school because of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just different. So after high school, like I said, I was just playing ball in different leagues. I was, just doing a lot of different things, man, with my skill talents and things like that. And so, after I made the mixtape, shopped it around, And I didn't think nobody was going to pick it up. But, you know what I'm saying, Lord behold, you know what I'm saying, the Globetrotters picked it up. And it was like, yo, we like what you got. We like what you like. We like what you see, what we see. And, you know, history was made from there, man. So
okay. Well, congrats on that, man.
Yeah,
2015 sound like that was a good year for all of us. That was the year I graduated college.
Okay. Oh, so, congrats. Okay.
I appreciate that. Now it's year, you know, your legacy got started. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah, really,
that's what's up. That sounded like
credit.
a lot of grind. You know, a lot of sweat and tears went into that. So,
yeah. Because man, that's after that mixtape, it inspired to bring on Eyeball for Life, because like I said, the mixtape was called Eyeball, but then it's like, you know, we can go ahead and make a platform for other youth to bring them on and see what we can do. Because, you know, you got all these other media platforms, man, that's, you know, really, like, I look at the comments and people trying to get footages and they be charging a lot just for the highlight. Yeah. And so it's like, you know what, let me just go ahead and give back to my community how I feel it should be done, and, you know, create some reels, create some highlights. And I've worked with some high schools, and I actually have gotten some kids certified with colleges, man, got them signed because of a mixtape that I made for them, man. So I use this platform just to really just give back. And, you know, I know if I can do it, anybody else can do it, man. So that's what you do now, basically, with the Eyeball for Life. You go, you let kids basically showcase what they have, and it's out there for. Yeah, it's an outreach company. So you know, we do charity events, fundraisers, clinics, camps, media awareness, anything like that, man. We work with a lot of companies. Recently, we was working with Little Canada, and we did a clinic with them, and you know, it was a great turnout. Next, we're going to be working with the Kids in Need Foundation, and the Kids in Need Foundation, they pretty much help supply things for the schools and for the students that are in need. So we definitely look towards the nonprofit organizations and independent companies, and just really helping what we see fit at. And whatever kids, you know, approach us, or whatever companies, you know, want to bring us on, like, we, you know what I'm saying, feel how we can. So okay. So can you let some of our YouTube and Facebook people know, like, if they wanted to reach out to you, if they got some kids, you know, that they want to get in clinics in those areas, where can they connect with you at or contact you at? Y'all can come to the website, www.eyeballforlifecompany.com, and we're highly active on Instagram right now at Eyeball for Life Athletics. So if you guys want to reach out, you know what I'm saying, I got the team on lock. We're going to be reaching back out to you in less than 24 hours. We're always online doing things and staying active. So y'all hear that? We got the man right here in the chair. He gave y'all the website. He told y'all what they're about, because we got a lot of our followers here that got kids into basketball, because you know we big on sports, so we got family into it. So right here, y'all, here go a good resource to have. And we're definitely coming back up with our third annual All-Star game, which will be featuring Hot Sauce, Bone Collector, and pretty much White Iris. We're going to get back on that, but definitely Bone Collector and Hot Sauce will be in the building for our third annual, so you don't want to miss that. And we got more camps coming up beforehand, so stay tuned for the dates. It's about to be a crazy year. So hey, I'm a stay in touch with it. You know my basketball career is over. I'm in the coaching now. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in touch with it, because I still just love the game. So, but if some of you kids out there, parents, y'all know y'all got kids that hoop, y'all hear it, you know. Like I said, shout out. Now he part of the Brotherly Differences family. He already was, because he met Mike, and they was hooping together at Lifetime. So, you know, he gave y'all the connection. So he hear y'all. This is what we like to do, man. I'm telling y'all, anybody that, damn, y'all ain't telling me y'all was having J. Cole brother on the podcast. J. Cole brother, dang, y'all wildin'. He said J. Cole brother, man. Yeah, they not look. Because most of this is family and friends. They do not play fair on the comments, man. Oh no, they don't play fair on the comments. But hey, J. Cole one of the hottest out right now, so I'm pretty sure my man will take that. But yeah, man, this is what we try to do in the Twin Cities, uplift. That's why we glad that you was. We blessed that you was able to come on the show today too, because we trying to basically just share with people that it's a lot going on in Minneapolis and St. Paul and the areas that we live in, you know. Definitely. Where it's a bunch of different resources, whether it's in the sports world, whether it's in the art world, whether it's in the fitness world. It's a lot of stuff going on out here. And if, people know somebody that knows somebody, that's how they could probably get in, or they might just be needing one more, push through, and, that you could be that person, or they could be that person for you. So we appreciate you coming on, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more and more people to come on this season to tell their talents and tell what they got going on, because like I said, you never know who you can reach.
and the fact that you out here reaching the youth, that's what we about here mainly
Definitely.
too. So
yeah, man.
that's big, and we appreciate you being on and taking your time out because, like, it seemed like you got a lot of busy stuff going on, and to take your time out and come chill with us and talk to our people, we appreciate that.
Definitely,
so,
man.
yeah.
It's all about, giving back, man, and, just reaching out because there's unfortunate people out there that don't have outlets like this. And some people may just have a live to watch. Some people just need that extra boost to see what's new going on, who else is making a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, I take this opportunity very humbly, man. I know you guys take this very seriously, which I do as well, man. I'm just grateful for you guys to have a platform like this. No matter if it's 3 to 5, 10 to 15, it don't matter. Whether you reach one, that's all that matters, man, because that's a soul right there that's being helped. And you know what I'm saying? God's looking down on us right now. That he's appreciating that, because we can do anything else right now, man, but we're feeding the culture something positive, and we're giving back and giving people good information, man. That's going to be, long-term greatness for them,
Yeah.
So,
No, facts.
yeah.
Big facts. Last question we got for you on the interview side before we get into some of this sports talk.
All right.
Who are your top 5 ball handlers in street ball?
God.
And who are your top 5 ball handlers in the NBA?
God.
Yeah.
Please. Yeesh. All right, let's start with street ball. So
Okay.
we got Hot Sauce, we got Bone Collector. Some of these people don't know these street ball players. So we got Hot Sauce, Bone Collector, Skip to My Lou, Headache, and who else? And Sick With It, because Sick With It just came with the
Sick With It hit the fast hand.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He came with the flair and the dancing and things like that, man. So those are the cats that, that really helped inspire me up. And then for the NBA, golly, is this all time or just
You do all time or
anything?
All time, man, you gotta do now. You can do now. If you want
I can
all
do
time.
now. No, I can do now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. Number 5, he made number 5 a little bit. He might get knocked off depending on it, but I'm at a 5 first. Now this dude Ish Smith. Have you heard of him?
He got for the Wizards.
Ish Smith. Hey,
If people watch basketball, they know.
Smith got a shot.
Oh
He's
my
like a Piston.
God.
He's kind of fast.
He's
Yo,
playing-
I
he's
saw-
playing the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, yo, where he been? So he's right there at 5 right now. With
Okay.
me.
No, Ish Smith nice.
Okay, so I got
That was one I wasn't expecting, but okay. I do like him though. He was with the Pistons. He was nice.
Yeah, man. I'm just not getting into him right for a minute. I'm like,
Real
hold on.
quick,
Yeah.
You don't mess with Professor.
I do fuck with Professor.
Yeah, you got. It's hard to do a top 5. Somebody gonna be out.
No, Professor, he's cool. But if people look at this like street ball, like if you know my game, you know what I'm saying. You see why I didn't say Professor in my top 5. Now, Professor didn't have all the tricks from the and one. You guys are just now seeing him pull out a lot of great moves. Back when and one was going down, he was surrounded by a lot of ball handlers and entertainers. So it was like he was not like he was in a box, but he couldn't do as much as he's doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what I named the top 5 that inspired me. I mess with Professor very heavy. And matter of fact, I'm trying to get him to come out here for an annual. So hopefully his team will respond back. But no, Professor's nice. I'm not taking anything away from Professor. But it's, you know what I'm saying, it's the people that inspire my game. Professor's a cool cat. He came on, did his thing, made a legacy for himself. He was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to my top street ball players that revolutionized the game, you know what I'm saying, I got to go with that top 5. So when this podcast is over, rewind it back and see what the top 5 I named. You go do your research and y'all see why. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Maybe we could get a little battle between Professor and Hot Sauce, or Professor and Bone Collector. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you got to really mess with Professor that hard, who would you put Professor against to claim title of the best ball handler? I just want to know. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll touch on that a little later. But yeah, Ish Smith, number 5. All right, okay. So, we're going with Iverson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Steve Francis.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know about Steve Francis, you know what I'm saying? He's a DC. Now, DC, they wilding out. Y'all got to do research, man, because I'm pretty much old school with this joint, man, when it comes down to
No, we NBA historians.
Okay, yeah. Dude, Steve Francis.
The franchise he was.
We
nice.
definitely know about the franchise.
Yeah. Okay, him. Kyrie, obviously. I got one more on the board. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people You know what I'm saying? I'm different. I'm different. I don't follow the crowd. I don't follow what everybody else says. This is my opinion because these people help shape my game, and these are the people I like to watch. Now, number 4 is who can I? Oh, I had 2 people in mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez.
It's tough.
No, it's not, dude. I had 2 people in mind because I want to say his name. But y'all going wild out.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear it. I know him, and I bet we'll see.
You think?
I may not. We'll see.
Okay. Damian Lillard.
Oh yeah, Damian Lillard.
Look at you. I broke his heart.
No, Damian Lillard.
Well, you say got the best handles in the league?
No, you have to ask for the best handles.
Top 5.
I just saying top 5.
Top 5 people. Okay, those are 5. Okay.
Yeah, it's top 5 because he's crazy.
I know you definitely do, DC.
Yeah.
So Damian Lillard, I know he don't think he got handles, but Damian Lillard.
I'm just saying got game because he hit some clutch shots. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say handle like that. I'm just saying like I said on Kyrie level of handle.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll just give my number 1s quick. My number 1 for NBA is Kyrie.
Yeah.
I think he got the best handles of all time. It may sound crazy to you, but for me. And then for street ball, I'm not including you because you hearing stuff.
Yeah.
Street ball, don't get me wrong. Hot Sauce, my guy. He the reason I like but I think Bone Collect. I'm putting him up there.
Yeah, Bone Collect.
The handles is crazy.
He's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough street ball. I wasn't that big of a fan of street ball back in the day. Honestly, I used to like. I like the commentating of it more, like you said, the entertainment part of it.
Yeah.
I remember I went to an event back in Minneapolis back in the day. Me and Larry and them with Didi and them back in the day. We went to an event.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to just say Hot Sauce just because of popularity. That's why I know that's who was in the forefront. But for me, for NBA,
that first mixtape, Hot Sauce was like he was
the best handles. I would have to say now is Kyrie, but he surpassed Iverson and Tim Hardaway for me.
Yeah.
Handles wise or player wise?
Handles.
Oh yeah, handles.
The Tim Hardaway I think was a little simple. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 1, 2, and then
it was simple, but he made it.
Can't crazy.
Go like him.
Yeah. He's the originator of that.
He had the footwork down.
He would make it go to the whole other side of the court.
And you gotta understand that the time that he was doing it in, nobody was doing it around that
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
So it was fresh.
And people really can't do it like him today. Even with all, I don't think people can maybe Kyrie, but. Partly good at it, but people don't do it like he did.
Jason Williams, White Chocolate, that was going to be number 4. That was going to be my number 4.
But his pass was more impressive than his hand.
Yeah.
Like his pass was next level.
Yeah, man.
He just don't got the assist numbers. Some people be like, he took passes.
He don't got the Steve Nash.
But his pass IQ
had handles that probably don't even get credit. T-Mac had handles.
T-Mac was wild.
Don't sleep on Jamal Crawford either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my boy! Yo, see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Curry got some pass on him too, though.
Yes.
But Jamal, you can get Jamal. I know you
my
got
gosh, but see, I'm thinking about today's time. And
I
be
know.
late, but that's what I'm saying. 5 just won't do it, but we gotta keep it at
top 5s is so hard because you don't want to leave nobody off.
No, because there's so much out here, man, and everybody brings something different to the game. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, definitely know that, man. Golly, Jamal Crawford, wildin', man.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford, I forgot, man. He got that behind the back move, something vicious.
Yeesh. Now, he brought some flair. Right? Yeah, he brought some flair to the game, man. He was super quick. Golly.
Another one, my man John Wall.
John Wall.
He get handles, but he ain't get pass like Kyrie though.
He a beast. Like,
he ain't got not like Kyrie. He ain't even know like
court though.
You can't even put up there like Iverson and nothing. Like John Wall but he more speed. He'll hit you with something quick, but he ain't got
Kyrie or Kemba Walker.
I'm gonna go Kyrie.
Kyrie or Kemba. Now,
his handles or a better player, because I think it's 2 different.
Who's more shifty?
I would say low key Kyrie, and I know Kemba
Walker.
Kemba Walker's shifty, but Kyrie
used to be more shifty, but Kyrie
when he be going, let him go with 2 legs so quick like Kyrie.
Did you see that between the legs?
Kemba may be more shifty actually.
Between legs spin move finish with the left. That's just.
Well, we already know Kyrie finishing. It's crazy.
Just different.
Kyrie's a great finisher. I think Kemba Walker.
Stevenson got handles low key.
Yeah.
Stevenson.
If he ain't stepping on somebody's shoe, because I see
the Jeff Green.
I see that. If he ain't stepping on somebody's shoe.
But I ain't gonna lie though, if you see it like live or something, it look like he made a fall. When you see the replay, he could have
Glenn Stevenson be OC at times though.
Yo.
3DOC.
I swear, man. But yeah, that's.
But no handles, yeah.
Who used to have handle? Darren Williams used to have handle.
Oh yeah. Darren Williams used to tear people up.
Darren Williams.
You know, CP3 got dumb handles too. Though CP3.
Oh, you gotta have it in the NBA.
Yeah,
you know, he's one of them short ones.
Yeah, he's short, so you gotta have it.
D-Wade right to left for a year. You know what D-Wade do? That head.
But these cats, like basketball now, is so elite now. Like I feel like me personally, like the 1-2 just won't cut it sometimes. Like you gotta have.
You gotta have more, yes.
You gotta have a combo.
You do, but that's just more just the game.
Yeah, because these players.
We
right
gonna say
now,
that in 20 years about Kyrie handles, I think. Because
people
just gonna keep adding more.
Exactly.
Plus, they get the gather step now. So imagine like Tim Hardaway, Iverson, and Jordan.
Oh, that would have been
step.
nasty.
Like Iverson was just no regular step back, but if you give him a gather step, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Take that
but no, you're right. Like it's more advanced moves today. But the 1-2, nobody do the 1-2 like that even today. Except for like Kyrie.
Yeah.
Harden kind of do it a little bit.
And Harden
don't do it like Tim Hardaway, but he'll slow you to sleep and then he'll do it quick like that.
Now, don't Hardaway got a son in the NBA?
Now, with the Mavs.
Yeah.
He don't got hands like his dad.
No, I was looking at him,
his
so I'm like,
his jumper
he was just on the other night.
Yeah.
With Luka. He was 6 for 8 from threes. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
He was playing with the Knicks too. He was decent with the Knicks.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on to some of this sports talk. Let's talk about what's going on right now in the NBA. We'll start this was the playoffs. It's not about what's going on in the playoffs. It's about what happened last night again to Russell Westbrook. So I don't know if y'all seen it or heard about it, but some fans in Philly last night in Game 2, Westbrook had got injured. Some fans was coming at him. In Philly, and one fan threw popcorn on his head. And Westbrook got heated and tried to go after them. Security broke it up and everything like that. And then LeBron and other athletes tweeted out that players need to be, unless you're explosive like Murray, he said players need to be protected more. Do y'all think fans should be held more to a strict extent? Like I hear some people calling for this fan to go to jail.
He actually a lifetime ban, though.
Charges be.
But a lifetime ban's a beast.
So do y'all think that it should be a stricter policy on fans, or do y'all think the NBA do y'all think the NBA is slacking on controlling protecting their players?
I'll be quick. For me, I feel like he got the right. A lifetime ban is good enough. He should have thrown the popcorn, but going to jail over it, I wouldn't say that. But definitely, the lifetime ban is fine for me. Even I think that may be a little bit, maybe ban him for a few years because you can't do that. But lifetime, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, I think that should be that, man, because I mean, going to jail, throwing popcorn, that's really extreme. But at the same time, we gotta respect the players.
You gotta respect the players, yeah.
They're there. They also have family there, and kids are there. Seeing that,
so that's why I like this punishment.
Yeah. This policy right here, that should just call it how it is, man, because it's just disrespectful, man. Especially in the times that we live in, man. You don't want to be disrespecting players, and we're just now coming out of quarantine, and a lot of the regulations are changing. You don't want to set a bad mark, and if the NBA just let things slide like that, then the NBA doesn't look professional, it's just I don't know. I think it's just wrong, and so life ban. I think that's cool, man. That's decent right there, man. Anything else, man, be kind of over dramatic, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, you never know, because I've heard online, if it was the other way around,
for sure.
It would be crazy.
He'll press charges on the player.
Oh my gosh, it'd be a whole other.
If the player hit the fence,
epidemic, man.
No, I think that that was uncalled for. I feel like y'all said, I agree the life ban is enough. What I do think, though, is I do think there should be a way where security, where these players can't get too close to the fans. Because this ain't the first time this happened to Westbrook. I mean, it happened in Utah where that one fan was kind of close to him when he was on the floor seats.
Yeah.
When he was on the floor seats. You see, turning up where they could come he was on the floor seats, and it was the beard thing with Westbrook that time in Utah. So I think that maybe they need to have. I feel like security needs to be a little bit more. You can't control the fans and things like that, but I feel like if you want the players to feel safe in some of these huge arenas, I feel like they might have to have more elite security, I feel.
And you would think they would have more security because of how high profile these players are, and walking back to the locker room, and they're so exposed to the fans around them. You will think hey, maybe they should stop serving popcorn due to the seating.
Actually, I'm wrong. It was the New York Knicks fan who got banned, who spit on Trae Young. He got banned. I don't
The
know.
dude who spit on Trae Young got banned. I don't know about the popcorn.
The popcorn, that was my bad. The popcorn, I don't know what happened to him yet. So yeah,
he probably won't get popcorn for life. I don't know, but
the New York Knicks. It was the Knicks fan who got banned a lifetime. The popcorn dude, I don't know what happened to him yet.
But see, yeah, because dude,
That's
that's crazy. Like you sit that close to the players, and you have to think about that. Like
can't do
spitting on a dude that's
you
playing
can't do that.
Y'all thinking this is why the Knicks ain't winning like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all spitting on people and getting banned, so ain't enough money coming.
Knicks fans happy they just made the playoffs. They like they won a championship.
Yeah, now you got one of your people's banned. Now how you feel? That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, oh yeah, like they mad at Trae, man. So
that's OC.
I think security should be beefed up, or they should take the precautions of certain seating not being allowed in certain areas because they give fans the opportunity to sit courtside and on the floor, and you really putting players at risk because what if, let's say, 100 fans decide to rush the court?
Yeah,
and there's only so many security guards around it that can do stuff.
Right.
So really, like, you're really putting players at risk and just trusting fans to stay, cordial and in their seats and being, respectable. But now you got people spitting. They might take those seats away now. You never know.
Yeah, because
that spitting is different. Yeah, you should be spitting.
Some of the players don't feel safe, and I mean, you can't, like you said, you can't blame them. Especially they down there, even around the court, like you said, it's probably like 100+ people down there. That's courtside within the first 2 to 3 rows, even. And the court is actually, when you go to a live game, like the best seats I had, I went to the Clippers and Wolves. We was literally right behind the court, like 1 or 2 rows up, right behind the court. And down there, the court is actually so small, like it really is small compared to what's around it.
Exactly. And one thing that I really, I thought that it was going to go really far, but, not trying to make this a racial thing, but white dudes still on Trae Young.
Yeah.
You would expect it to go further.
Yeah.
And all the protesting going on. He's still on the black guy. But I feel that Trae Young's light-skinned, so he won't go that far.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I would expect that to go really far because the NBA is worldwide, man.
Yeah.
And so for that to happen, and you know what time we're living in right now.
Especially at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, Madison. Dude, that's what I'm saying. And the times that we're dealing with, like, dude, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, the NBA,
man.
they did the right thing with that, but, like, you can't be spitting on players. Like, come on.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what would happen to, like, if it was in Atlanta and he was doing that, it would have been crazy. But at Madison Square Garden, they got protection and things like that majorly. But I just, in a black prominent, city, it would have went down, I think. Spending on a black basketball player is crazy. Like I said, I ain't trying to make it a racial thing, but if it was the other way around, it would have been crazy. It would have been, it would have been hectic. You know what I'm saying?
We already know this one platform we keep it real on, man.
Man, it would have went crazy.
We already know.
Man.
You feel me? They see what I'm rocking today, though. See my man's out here.
Yeah.
He should still be in the league. Yeah. But we ain't gonna get into that much, but he still should be in the league. He's better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL today.
Here we go. That's football. Football talk.
But no, we still on basketball. we still on basketball. Before we leave basketball, we got one more basketball topic. I want to get y'all reaction on the first round thus far. What do y'all think about some of the series that's going on? And right now, let's start with the East. What do y'all think about Wizards and the Sixers? Is that series over? After we were just talking about
I think Wizards will get one game, but I Philly in 5.
I'm trying to get somebody a game.
Philly in 5. That's me. I said Philly in 5 last week.
Philly in the sweep.
No, I think Wizards will get one game.
Y'all can go back and forth in it, like y'all. I don't hardly watch TV at the moment right now.
Yeah, that's good. I need to get rid of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really comment on the series right now. I'll probably will later on in the day. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my team right now is Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So if anything,
they're gonna sweep the Celtics.
Yeah, if anything, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pray and hope for the best. You know what I mean?
Game 3 tomorrow for them. They gonna that's over with.
Yeah, we're gonna tune in.
Yeah.
So I'll do about the East quick. So I did Philly in 5. I'm staying with that. Brooklyn. I said Brooklyn 5, but they're about to sweep them boys.
Hell no, DC. You tweaking.
What he say? Rod, is Luka better than Kawhi? Yeah, not yet. We gotta chill on that first.
But we gonna talk about
what's the other East? Not yet. What's the other series? Oh yeah. I still got Knicks in 7 over the Hawks. I got Knicks in 7. Then the last one. What's the last one? Oh yeah, but I got Bucks. I got Bucks in 7. I think Bucks gonna beat the Heat, but I think the Heat gonna win tonight. He gonna be happy, but Bucks still about to beat y'all.
Ain't gonna be no happy. We're gonna do to them what the Raptors did, and we finna win 4 straight. We went in there 6. I said maybe 7. We still beating the Bucks. Jimmy Jesus Buckets finna come out tonight and play like he should play.
Well, he better play better.
Gonna come out like he gonna play. And I'm tired of people acting like the Bucks are just running us. They did hit some shots in game 2 and put that lead up. In game 1,
about 30?
In game 1, they had to win by the buzzer, so we know what this series is gonna be. Game 2 was an anomaly. That won't happen again. We're not worried about it. Tonight they come down to South Beach and we're gonna show them what's
if
good.
If y'all lose tonight, it's over though. Then I was wrong on my.
We're gonna show them what's good tonight. It ain't over.
I got bets on this or something. Y'all I got bets on
this.
We do
predictions.
Okay.
So it's more bragging rights.
Because last year Miami came in and waxed
them. Miami. It's more for bragging rights.
Oh, okay.
And the Knicks did what they were supposed to do last night. Like I said, Charles Barkley tried to coin the phrase, but call me Mr. Guaranteed. Mike, no, in our WhatsApp group, I told them last night the Hawks wouldn't score. They would get under 100 points, and the Knicks would win. And that's exactly what happened. They got under 100 points, and they didn't win. And Morgan, yep, I'm gonna call you out, Morgan, on my podcast because you tried to.
He said he's sorry he came live.
You tried to come at me. You tried to come at me and act like, well, we'll tag you in it just for this segment because you tried to come and act like my phone was dead. Because in the second and third quarter, do you watch that?
The timing was perfect.
Ain't no perfect timing.
No, you was
they was down 10 in the third quarter. I told you I didn't see the second quarter. They was down 10. They was down 10 points in the third quarter. Yeah. It wasn't over. And then that's why he wanted to text me in the third quarter. When they talk your stuff then. Yeah. And you saw what that boy D Rose did looking like bitches on. I told you what D Rose was gonna do come playoff time. He should have got
Trey doing anything
he should have got 6 man of the year. On the clutch one.
No, Jordan Clarkson deserved it. And no, D Rose doing his thing. D Rose
traded at 32, but in the last 4 minutes, I don't think he scored. I think he scored like 1 bucket.
D Rose doing his thing.
D Rose was assisting.
No,
they couldn't get the offense moving with Elfrid Payton in there. D motherfucking Rose. Y'all gonna know about that man. Then when they go to the East Conference Finals versus the Nets, you ain't gonna be talking no more because they gonna beat the Sixers in the next round.
So you think D Rose still got it?
Facts.
He ain't the elite. No, he's tripping.
He's
not
the
what? D Rose still rock. No, D Rose still good, but
he's not.
Westbrook is the D Rose if D Rose was healthy.
D Rose is low key better than Westbrook now.
Oh my god!
Not better now.
Oh my god!
He's not better Westbrook now, Ryan.
Yeah, let's get into it.
He not better. My brother's crazy. He not better than Westbrook now.
Westbrook now?
It's crazy. You said Westbrook's better than Rose back then.
I said Westbrook win MVP too. I just didn't like Rose because he was going at the Heat like that. But I always was a fan of Rose.
He was a hater.
Always was a fan of Rose. D Rose is better than Westbrook for the simple fact.
Not now though, right?
You said if though.
Oh, okay. About that.
No. I'm talking about if he was playing with Bradley Beal, he wouldn't be struggling like that with Bradley Beal. D Rose is actually look what he's doing for the Knicks. If Westbrook come over there, what I'm telling y'all is this. Whereas Westbrook is good on the stat sheet. He's going to get triple doubles. But I'm asking people, since KD has left that man, what has he done? Let's look at it. He had Paul George over there. Couldn't even win the first round series. 2 years with Paul George. Then you couldn't even win the first round series versus the Utah Jazz with a rookie and Donovan Mitchell with Oladipo who won most improved the next year. Then you get with James Harden and then you looked like a shell of yourself. James Harden had to lead them past the second round. Westbrook has never led a team.
Don't act like Game 6 he didn't get a 40-point triple-double versus Jazz.
What up, Cuzzo?
What's good, Jeremy?
Nobody brought that up, Mike. He's never led a team out the first round when he was the best player on the team. And that's it.
But he's still not better than Rose. Though Rose is more. He's not like a star like used to be. Westbrook is you giving Westbrook high standards. Your standards.
What? No. If I was giving Westbrook high standards, then he really would be out of there because he can't get out the first round without KD. He can't win. He only gets stats. He's getting triple doubles, but Prime
D Rose still better than any other guard. I agree. Prime D Rose.
Yeah, Prime D Rose is a dog.
D Rose right now. He's trying to say that Chris Paul now is better than Derrick Rose right now. No,
right now,
Derrick Rose is better than that man. And all time, Derrick Rose is better than Chris Paul. And right now, Derrick Rose is better than Chris Paul. You did better than Derrick Rose. He was just playing with Trey Young last night. And in the fourth quarter and third quarter, you saw what Derrick Rose was doing. Still get to the bucket at will. He was still
He's not that powerful though.
He got that mind now. Westbrook cannot score like that.
Well. Rose would have been better than Westbrook if he never got hurt. But I'm saying right now Westbrook is better because Rose got hurt.
So he shoot 6 for 18 in the playoff game, and they're playing right now. And I'm saying right now, the same team that Westbrook about to lose to, D Rose gonna go in there and beat the Sixers next round. Watch.
He's shooting 5 for 19, Game 6 of the finals.
But y'all hear like we're comparing Rose and
Westbrook. Shot 5 for 19.
I'm just asking, is that bad?
5 for 19. You talking about
November
Jordan?
19, Game 6, closeout. Is that bad?
Who won?
The dude who shot that for 19 team.
Yeah, what was his stats? What was his stats? What did he do on defense?
I think you hit like
He won the
21
game.
that game.
He won the game. Westbrook gonna be getting blown out.
Mike, you love CP3. Oh, CP3, my God.
He loves CP for what? All he do is get hurt in the
But I
playoffs.
hold him.
Look what he's doing now.
But you know I hold him
Hurt
accountable
again.
for that. I said
Hurt
he no
again.
excuse.
Team could have went up 2-0.
So what did I say about him? What did I say? I said he gets no excuses for getting hurt. He don't.
I tell you about this.
But Prime Dale Wills, for a year or two, he was. For a year or two, he was.
In 08, he was punking Chris Paul. Your boy, when you talk about Chris Paul should be in 08, he didn't want to see Darren Williams.
He need a ring though. I'll give it to you.
He
need a ring.
He got to quit getting hurt so much. And I know it ain't his fault, but when you injury prone like that in the playoffs,
I'm starting to think he's doing it on purpose. He's always in the playoffs where he gets hurt.
That's disrespectful.
There's always in the playoffs
like
where the man get hurt. Why can't he never go through a run? Like, if he was about to be a 2-0 in the Lakers.
He's always the smallest guy on the court.
But like Max say that if the smallest guy is the best player on your team, you'll never win championship. Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas really the only one. Name a small guy who won a championship, not took your team to a championship when he was the best player on the team. That's true though. It's hard for small guys to lead as the best player if he your best player.
What are we saying small? Like
what's good, Peter?
Guard plays. What are we saying small? Because
like anything under what 6'2",
under 6'2", under 6'2".
Because the average
Chris Paul 6 feet.
Oh, he's 6 flat.
This dude said Chris Paul 6'3".
Yikes! You give him credit.
He's like 6'2". Okay, 6 flat.
Yeah.
But still, okay, he ain't the best player on his team though. Devin Booker is.
No, he not.
Oh my God.
You can say Curry led to a championship in 15.
Oh my God.
He's 6'3" though.
And in 16 they went to the title, only lost to 7 to LeBron.
But let's go to the West quick. We already did. Let's go to the West and then.
Or getting blown out, but yeah, they got Westbrook. They got D Rose messed up. Mike got D Rose messed up. Talking about people like Chris Paul. So D Rose probably after this season when they take him to the conference finals, he probably gonna be back into the top 5 point guard discussion. That's neither here nor there. Once he take the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals.
DC, we said 6'2" or another, but you can add Curry, I guess. I'll add Curry as a small guard.
Utah tied it up last night.
I still get Utah winning that series in 6.
Okay, well, they should win that series. But I got them winning in 7 because I don't trust Utah. And then the second round, they're probably going to
I got Lakers still beating the Suns.
Yeah, that's going to be 4-1 now.
Stop. I got 3-6. Oh, yeah, I got Nuggets in 7 over Portland. And I hope Portland win because they little my guy. But
I got Portland in 7.
They will beat them in Denver again.
I trust Damian Lillard
like they did in 2000
right now for some reason. So I got Portland.
I still got Clippers. I'm still going Clippers in 7 over the Mavs.
I want to still go with the Clippers, but I'm changing up now because Paul George is a choke artist. Like I said.
Why you blaming Paul George? Kawhi choking too.
Kawhi does need to be held accountable too, but I'm saying
don't blame Paul
George. As a leader, Kawhi is letting Paul George rub off on him. I just told you how Paul George choked with y'all boy Westbrook. And then now you're choking with the Clippers once again with Kawhi. But this ain't that Kawhi's in mode. That's why Kawhi's going to come home. Kawhi's going to come home next year to a winning team in Miami. And when he play with Jimmy Butler, this will all be done. And we'll be able to compete with Brooklyn next year.
Kawhi is choking with Paul George.
Yes, he is choking with Paul George. The key.
Why Kawhi not checking Luka?
He's choking with Paul George. And that's why he's choking because they're not checking Luka Doncic. He should be guarding Luka the whole game. Every time Luka's in the game, he needs to be guarding him. The fact that
even if you know, why does he switch off? Like he can get over those screens.
The fact that Luka is getting off on him, and that's why I'm saying Kawhi's choking.
That's the 80-35 for Luka.
Kawhi's
but they keep switching Beverly and Jackson on and Luka putting it right in the post.
And I will say this: LeBron, y'all making me have to get LeBron big dog status because if he beat the Mavericks, he's going to embarrass them.
I don't want LeBron to win, to be honest with you. I'm through with LeBron, man.
He won't win it, but I'm just saying the Nets will stop that. He definitely won't win it. KD will show him that KD's the one that's going to take over the generation's game.
BK is stacked, man. I'm letting you know right now. BK is stacked, and I really feel like that's
BK gotta win.
How he choked with 41. He choked with 41.
No, he didn't choke. He didn't choke this game.
I'm going to tell you how he choked. Okay, I'm going to give it to you.
He didn't choke DC. I don't agree, right? He choked.
I'm going to tell you how
he choked.
I'm going to tell you how he choked.
He hasn't choked this year.
Because all I hear people that want to hit on my man Kevin Durant say is, Kevin Durant don't play defense. This player plays defense. This is why they don't.
Who said that?
I'm not going to say no names.
I thought I said that.
I thought we're keeping it real.
I'm not going
to. I thought we're keeping it real.
Well, okay.
Keeping it real.
Fact. Well, my man, matter of fact, he I would tag him.
Is he at a softball game?
Let me tag him on here right now. I'm about to tag y'all about the man who say all this. Joe Hoberg. He is
the
the one
defense argument is dumb
who tried to
still,
bring
though.
up
It
the
ain't
defense
dumb, but it
argument,
doesn't.
and we bringing Joe to the table because Kawhi is his boy. And the reason why I say choke this is because the reason why I say that man choked is because in the clutch when Luka was going off on
LeBron ain't the only flop on Derby.
why is Pat Bev checking Luka Doncic? If you know for defense, you're the best perimeter defender in the league. You need to be guarding him mano a mano. Not nobody else. Not Paul George. Not Pat Bev. Not Montrez. Or not Morris brother. You need to be guarding him. And Kawhi's not doing that.
Sometimes Reggie
right
Jackson be on him too.
And Kawhi's not doing that right now. So that's why I'm saying he's choking because this man is taking y'all hard at the end of the games in the clutch. And you are the same size as him, same position, and you ain't checking him. You will check LeBron, but you ain't checking him. So I got to call Kawhi to the forefront. Now his team is down 2-0 after losing the 2 games.
Well, it's probably
unacceptable.
I'm not saying Luka better LeBron, but it's probably easy to guard LeBron because Luka got a handle. Luka's shot is don't get me wrong, LeBron can shoot to me, but Luka got
Did Kawhi nip Curry a couple times too? Did Kawhi nip Curry a few times? This is no excuse. Luka Doncic shouldn't be doing this to you. That's all I'm saying. He ain't gonna do it to LeBron, and that's I hand on LeBron. I have to give LeBron his credit when he 4-1 Luka, and then they struggling with him. And you got Paul George. No, we got to bring them to the table and hold them accountable. But Kawhi will forget all about that when you come to Miami next year because
people were saying, and this one thing I give you credit
Miami
for.
is a winning franchise.
People were saying they showed a clip. Was saying the clip.
I don't want to hear about KD with all these stacked ass teams he played with. Man,
DC and KD hater,
talented players ever.
Oh, you don't like KD?
He mad because KD left.
He's a LeBron hater.
He mad because KD left Russell Westbrook because Westbrook didn't know when to play smart. That's why him and Curry play seamlessly together because Kyrie and Curry are smart point guards. So Westbrook, not trying to be disrespectful to Westbrook, but he's not a smart IQ point guard. He's a stat-stuffing point guard. That's what it comes down to. And KD can get stats in his sleep. That's why KD wanted to leave. That's why I don't get on KD.
The difference is Kyrie and Curry know when to give KD the ball, too. They know.
Anybody in the world should know when to get that ball.
Westbrook sometimes just come down and shoot a dumb elbow shot
and
mess up the floor of the game. And that's what DC don't want to hear. Westbrook is a dog. I don't agree with him on Westbrook because triple doubles is hard. I don't care what nobody say. But I understand where you're coming from because what does it lead to some type of winning? You ain't got to win the championship.
It's so hard to be getting triple doubles when you're the tips. That's cute. I mean, triple doubles, and then on the regular year, when you make the playoffs. Really, I'm tired of KD.
But yeah, that's so. I'm still my first round picks. I'm still with them.
No facts, Jeremy. You know I do. Look, this is what I say. I'm not acting like KD don't do it, but the fact that LeBron doing it, he's so-called the king of this generation. I only got to give pause to KD. You only got to give pause to KD. Luka is tough, but Kawhi shouldn't be. But that's because of that mentality out there in the Clipper land. When he come to Miami, South Beach, he'll have a different mentality.
Hey, Miami need to win tonight.
Don't worry about it.
They're getting embarrassed right now. Not right now. I'm talking about in the series.
Don't worry about my team. We know what we got to do. Worry about your team. Who is your team, by the way?
You know, I'm a player.
Have we touched base on
No,
that?
we haven't.
Oh, man.
I'm a player fan. And in football, I got a team. I'm a Bears fan. I'm from Chicago. But
Good
basketball,
segues.
I'm a player fan.
Speaking of football,
so I'm a Kyrie Harden.
Speaking of football, and I'm glad you mentioned your Bears because we actually not about to talk about them. We're about to talk about the man that owns them. His name is Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk about that. Talk about the man that owns the Bears. His name is Aaron Rodgers.
You got a football team quick before we start?
Oh, no, I do not.
Okay.
I'm a whole breed of basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
Y'all can do y'all, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear this. I want to hear about
Aaron
Rodgers guy. You like Aaron Rodgers?
No. I'm a Bears fan. We hate Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers owns his franchise. He owns the Bears.
That's what I'm saying.
He be killing
How you feel about that?
He be killing us.
Yeah.
He's a delusional fan. I'm not. I tell the truth.
Westbrook is definitely dog. Can Aaron Rodgers and the Packers fix their relationship, or do you think it's over?
I don't know. I think it might be over because I heard he didn't even come to off-season workouts. Unless they can pull off getting Julio, Aaron Rodgers might be done.
Yeah, I feel like
he might be done.
I wouldn't start my franchise with him. Are you talking about what? Well, I think Aaron Rodgers and the Packers may be done unless they can't make a splash move like that in free agency or something like get a Julio or get a big weapon over there to keep him to stay. But he don't trust them, and I wouldn't trust him either after what the Packers have done these last couple of years. Where he gonna end up, I don't know. Like I said, we would be happy to welcome him home at Bronco Nation, but we don't want to give up too much for him. Let that be known. I heard Bradley Chubb in 3 first-round picks. That wouldn't be so bad.
You gotta be crazy if you think y'all need to give anything for Aaron Rodgers. Because y'all a quarterback away from being decent.
We're not gonna give up anything for him. We're not gonna give up anything for him because it makes no sense to give up anything for a quarterback. That'll be done in about 2 to 3 years. But we will give up, like I just said, the best offer I've seen is Bradley Chubb with 3 first-round picks, or Drew Lock and Tim Patrick with 2 first-round picks. I'll do that for Aaron Rodgers. But any of our picks,
Facts, DC. Broncos trash.
Mike, don't let him talk to your team, and he follow the bum-ass Broncos. DC.
Can Aaron Rodgers do a broad in? He can.
If Aaron Rodgers want to do a Peyton Manning, he'll come home to Denver. And if he comes,
what's your team? Football.
For football?
Yeah.
I don't really have a team. I have players.
Ooh, what player? Name a player.
Lately? I can't think of one.
Golly. All right.
I got old school players that I like.
it's all good.
Okay.
With the old school, it's all good.
Yeah.
There you go, right there, right behind you, Mike. That's what I was looking for. We'll get to that in the real talk section. But if Rodgers want to win another Super Bowl, he'll do what his big brother Peyton did, and that's come over to Denver. Because DC want to talk about my bum ass Broncos. DC, first off, November 14th, you will not be talking when I head to Denver, Colorado, and we beat the Eagles' ass. The Eagles is DC team, by the way. They might not even win 5 games this year. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, folks. I do like Miles Sanders, but the Eagles may not even win 5 games this year. And you sitting up here trying to talk to me about
I
the
call
team.
Julian 4 wins. I call him 4 wins because he was only won 4 last
They
year.
was in the last place in the NFC East last year, okay? Last year they was in the last place. I'm going to just give y'all the synopsis. We got the best defense in the league already.
That's not true.
What's secondary better than ours?
The Bears? No, I'm just playing.
You smoking.
Right, I don't know.
Patrick Surtain, Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan, Kareem Jackson, Justice Simmons. Oh, my God. Then Von Miller coming back.
He always say Denver going to be good.
Yeah, I have said that for a few years.
No
But
football season, I'm going to show you a clip. Watch, Denver going to be weak and he going to be quiet.
Watch.
Every year he said they going to be good. Then I'm like, they're going to be trash.
We going to be.
DC talking.
Bet it up. You hear me right here. You see me right here on the podcast. Bet up the $100. Bet it up. And I want you to send me my bread, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, November 14th. I'm going to be at the stadium. So bet it up.
In all ones.
I can't wait till we thrash y'all. The Eagles going to be so trash, DC. It's not even going to be funny. You over here talking like y'all good. That's the problem with Eagles fans. Talking like y'all good and they trash. They're trash. Our defense is like last year. We didn't even have Cortland Sutton and he's back. Come on, man.
Y'all going to go 8-9.
You're
8-9.
What y'all gonna go? What the Bears?
We gonna have an all season. We probably go 7-10.
Golly.
Yeah, Bears ain't gonna be that good.
This man not a Bears fan. He don't even know about his own team.
Nah.
Talking about 7-10.
7-10.
They're gonna be.
We starting a rookie quarterback. Jeremy, what you think? We starting a rookie quarterback.
Justin
Fields ain't about to do nothing his first year. He got to get.
Hey, this dude though.
And
What college did he go to?
Ohio State.
What college did he start at?
What college did he start? I don't know that.
Yeah,
but I know
he
it's
was a
Ohio
perennial
State.
top 5 quarterback since he ever came out. He started at Georgia.
He's not
got
about
hurt and went to Ohio State.
NFL. It don't matter what he did in college. NFL's a whole different beast.
If Aaron Rodgers ain't with the Packers, the Bears and Vikings will be the top 2 teams in that division.
That may be true. We'll see. Hey, I could be wrong. I hope
It's a
I'm
bet.
wrong.
I want my money and I collect. DC, this is gonna be sad that we gonna beat y'all heads in. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The game ain't till November 14th. This is what, March 27th. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Got a lot of time to save up a lot of ones.
Put my camera on. Okay. The Philadelphia Eagles will not score more than 10 points when we play them November.
Oh,
14th.
God.
That's how trash their offense will be. They will not score more than 10 points on us. Okay, we want to beat the shit out of them.
They
Hey,
can wear an Eagles jersey if you.
Hey, ask him what happened when he went to a Broncos Eagles game.
Oh,
In
Philly, what happened?
in
What was the score?
Philly.
Philly beat us 55-21.
And he
And
was
I had
at
to
that game.
ride a mechanical bull. But this is our payback. This is going to be our payback. That was the after we lost pay.
A mechanical bull.
Yeah, listen.
Yeesh.
This sounds like an emotional appeal. I love, but I can't give him the GOAT title. Oh, Jeremy must have went back and was watching.
Yeah.
That's his goat. That's his goat.
That's our
So
cousin from Chicago out of St. Louis.
we all Jordan goat people.
Oh, that's why I said the
Jordan.
obvious is
Yeah.
the man right here. That's the obvious.
But no, I feel you though.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin right there, we both big AI fans.
Yeah. It's all good.
Bears would be better than Rod.
Nina said we was live already. I said,
Agree.
yeah. Yeah, they didn't think we was
What's the
gonna be
next
live.
question though? Very
Wait,
about the real
Breeze
talk.
will be better than Rob and Unicorns. He rooting for it. Stop it. The Saints gonna be ass.
Ruthless.
Jameis Winston be over there eating his fingers. Ain't nobody worried about them. Fuck. He over there talking about some W's. Eating his thumbs and shit. Talking about the same.
He better hope he start.
He will start.
Ruthless on here.
Where do you see Julio ending up?
To be honest, I really don't know. He already said he'll want
like Tennessee. He said that has a chance to win.
I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true. I follow a lot of Boston fans on Twitter, and a lot of them saying Patriots. A lot of them saying he might go to the Patriots. Mm-hmm. But that's Boston fans too, though. You know how they are with.
Well, no, he did say he wanted to play with Cam Newton. He came out on social media and said he would like to play with Cam Newton. I should say he would like.
But right now I don't know where he's going. But I'm gonna listen to Boston fans and say he might go to New England. Packers need to get on if they want to keep Aaron Rodgers.
Teams like the Ravens, Colts, Packers, Patriots, teams like them trying to go after him. He said he want to go somewhere and win, but whatever the Falcons do, they got to hurry up before June 1st. Otherwise, over the next 2 years after this year, they're going to owe him $25 million.
May 27th? Oh, yeah. He got 5 days.
If he's on the roster June 1st or later, they're going to owe him $25 million over the next 2 years. Y'all volume seem low. Maybe your ears just ain't working. No, I'm just playing.
That's wild.
I'm gonna see if Rock can turn it up.
He just said that sound like an emotional appeal, but then he said your volume seemed low.
Dang, it's up loud. Yeah, maybe
your ears ain't working. Well, go to YouTube because you know how Facebook is sometimes. Go to YouTube. And for all our fans that's in here right now, we're gonna tag some of y'all in here. The Real Talk section will be starting in about 5 minutes, actually, because I looked down. We only got one more sports topic, really. And Mike, so now we talked about it. Julio Jones demanded a trade, we see. Aaron Rodgers demanded a trade. We've seen a lot of players in this last year or two in the NFL just start demanding trades, and it's starting to happen. Deshaun Watson, we know he got his legal stuff going. Hey, Ron trying to talk sexy, so I really can't hear him. LOL. She said, and Ron, she talking about you, yeah, because that's one of our family. I told you they wild in here. They wild in here. She said you trying to talk all sexy. That's why they can't hear you.
What? I don't even talk.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all got look. Our fans ain't gonna want to come on no more. We know we love y'all. Y'all support it, but y'all got to take it easy on. Wait till the Real Talk section or something if you stay for that.
Some episodes get kind of wild.
Man, y'all be getting pictures sent to y'all.
No,
my God.
No, the fans be wild. The fans be wild. You know, they
podcast.
This is a risky show. I'm about to get out of here.
It's a podcast I listen to. They be having a lot of women on there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, we ain't like.
But no, the last sports question I have for you, Mike. Do you think that NFL players are starting to get power that NBA players have, like demanding trades and demanding things to happen for their career?
I don't think so. We got a few, but they still don't got the power like NFL. They still don't have the power like NBA because they have to be able to. What's it called when they in the summer before they go on strike? So the union, the NFL is not as strong as the NBA with their union because the NFL always let the owners get a little bit more. The NBA we go split this a little bit better. So the NBA got more of a voice than the NFL. You have a few players like Aaron Rodgers and Julio who would go against the grain, but most of the time NFL players kind of sit back and relax. NBA players got more of a voice for sure. What you think?
Well, it wasn't who had more. I said I think the NFL players are starting.
I still don't think that they having a voice really. You got a few, but that's.
You said that's the star player.
They really still don't got a voice.
Well, in the NBA, that's the star players come out and they demand trades. Like James Harden did that.
James Harden.
PJ Tucker couldn't come out and do what James Harden did.
He could, but NBA, you would have more. You do have more big players that wanted in their contracts. That's not.
But those are top caliber.
No, it's some that
who that they let go. That they're just not gonna let go. They probably was gonna trade you already anyway. But I'm saying like somebody like Goran Dragic right now, he couldn't just get out of his contract. Miami gonna let him go because they would let him go. What I'm talking about is
a player like Tristan Thompson can hold down and get traded a little bit, get his money because of LeBron.
Who?
A player like Tristan Thompson got paid and stuff like. A few more players can have a voice.
Well, no, that was because he was a free agent and he hadn't signed no deal yet. I'm talking about what LeBron and them be doing. Kawhi got pulled for Paul George. Paul George still on a contract and got traded over there. I'm talking about stuff like that.
Well, yeah. Ain't nobody doing that. Soon as Tristan Thompson signed on the dotted line, that dude ain't got no leverage to do nothing. And if he's just gonna be missing. Well, that's for every sport. The stars get most of the leverage because they really they bring in most of the revenue. Really, to be honest,
bread and butter right there.
Yeah. So stars definitely got more leverage. But I do think less caliber NBA players get more leverage than less caliber NFL players. if you're not a star in the NFL, I feel like NBA players, they're non-stars, you have more leverage in the NFL.
Oh, that's what you feel like.
So what you think?
I just think that I think NFL players are starting to get more power with these holdouts and what they doing in a way, and how they all coming together, how they be backing each other up. The whole Packers receiving core didn't show up at OTAs neither. They've been working out with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and them. They went to go work out with Rodgers. So that's what I'm saying. And he about to be a free agent after this year. You heard what he said. He basically chose Aaron Rodgers' side over everything that was being said. So what I'm saying is, you look at that as him setting up his own destiny. Is he's not probably going to be with Green Bay after this year, or they might even do something before the season starts if they don't get Aaron Rodgers back. That's what I mean by players are now being able to use their platform to speak out and kind of like get a team to like see that, oh, he don't want to be here. Because Devontae Adams said that I would have to rethink some things. He basically said he didn't want to be in Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers ain't there. That's the way I took it. He said, if Aaron Rodgers ain't here, I got to rethink some things about my career because he was a big part of my career. Mm-hmm. And that means if the Packers was Aaron Rodgers, I feel like that's what I mean by player empowerment. They're going to lose Devontae Adams too, I feel like. It's just going to be a matter of time. He might play this next season with them, but after that, he's going to be gone. And
I see.
You know, and I felt like when we was growing up, when we was in middle school, before high school and stuff like that, we just didn't hear about that type of stuff or see that type of stuff with NFL players.
Mm-hmm.
Like Marvin Harrison, Donovan McNabb, Andrew James, Peyton Manning.
Well, you ain't seen too much NBA either back then.
Oh, yeah, you didn't really. Well, T-Mac.
Yeah.
Well, no,
players didn't have the leverage
T-Mac
like
was
they,
a free agent.
Players didn't have the leverage like they
but
do
T-Mac
today
did want to get out of Orlando.
in any sport. Players had more leverage. Players got more leverage today than they did back then.
Why do you think they didn't let Kevin Garnett take the Timberwolves?
Because he's still beefing with Glenn Taylor.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
And the Timberwolves was just in the media. I heard they did some shady stuff where one part of the owners sold or traded like some of the ownership to a third party company that like they wasn't in agreement with. Mm-hmm. So the Timberwolves and Kevin Garnett did come out and expose that they got some shady stuff happening in their front office amongst each other. So right now, I feel like that needs to get cleaned up because the fact that they pushed KG away like that, not one of the greatest Timberwolves of all time, who brought Minnesota basketball to that level, elite level, going to that conference finals, I think that was kind of messed up. You know, if Flip was alive, that probably would have never happened. That probably would have never happened to KG. But you know, the Timberwolves, they got some stuff they got to figure out with the in-house because it's a lot of like.
How do you feel about players like owning teams, whether it's NFL or NBA?
You know,
are they like the experience? Like, do you need that experience? Like, do you think they're ready for that?
I do know because Mike was just talking about it. The NFL, the union, and both the NBA and the NFL. Even though the NBA is a little bit better, they still don't trust the owners, and neither do and the owners. In a way, the owners should not say they don't trust the players. They should because that's what's making them all their revenue. But the players don't trust the owners, and I feel like if you get another player, especially because we know Jordan is an owner, right?
Yeah. But a lot.
Even though people say, people say Jordan is a bad owner, you've never heard his players besides Kwame Brown. Now, you never heard his players come out and say bad things about him, like Terry Rozier and them. They have a like plan for him.
Jordan is held to a high standard. People gonna call him a bad owner just because he's Jordan.
No, I mean a bad owner in a sense, Mike. Like we say he's a bad owner because he don't make picks. I'm talking about when he says should players be owners. I'm saying. The players that like Rozier and them love Jordan. They play one-on-one with him. What I'm saying is to answer his question, I feel like more players should be owners because they can relate with the players.
Yeah.
Then the players will trust you more, even if they is a sucky owner like Jordan.
Been there.
They would trust Jordan more about like his advice, maybe not about his work ethic because we know he was just a demon with the work ethic, but about his advice. You say, put your money in here, save your money, or don't do this.
He can be mentor type.
I'm talking the business side.
The business side, I feel like,
the business side is tougher than people think.
I feel like LeBron. I feel like if LeBron owned the team, I feel like LeBron
and Jordan can do it, but nobody else.
I feel like LeBron would be a great owner. Well, what I'm saying, Mike, is I feel like some people that would be great owners to me are people that understand basketball. So it don't got to be the best players. I just think any player that becomes an owner would be a good because the players would then trust they own.
But it is a bit like he says a business side to it.
It's
so
like
it's more than just that mentor.
I'm saying usually those players that become coaches and owners know the business side of it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like players like playing for coaches that was ex-players more, like a Mark Jackson and Steve Nash. I feel like that's why Kevin Durant went to Brooklyn. He wanted to play for Steve Nash. Like Steve Nash has no credibility at all as a coach. He was a top player, and he got the best.
Well, you know what I think about NBA coaching.
What?
NBA, don't get me wrong, NBA coaching, it matters, but it really, your talent matters more. Because you see Steve Nash, It's about the
Steve
possible
Kerr.
winning champion. Steve Kerr, when he had to coach a team,
Yo.
he ain't really been back to the playoffs.
Yo.
NBA coaching really is more about your talent. Like, don't get me wrong, you have some coaches who
It's a little bit of both.
I think it's more talent than coaching. Coaching matters more for me, high school, college, where you gotta be. But coaching, it matters in the NBA, but it's very low.
Yeah.
Like I said, I give coaching 20% credit. I give the other 80%.
Well, I give it about 20% credit, but what I'm saying is, if that was
But coaches can make adjustments.
Kevin Durant just didn't want to. I'm just saying, Kevin Durant just didn't want to go to any coach.
Yeah.
He
No,
just
I
didn't
definitely
wanna
think more players could be owners, but it's not for every player because, like you said, it's definitely
Yeah,
more
no,
of a
not
business
everybody. I
side
just
to
think
it.
that the players
It
would
comes
be.
with grooming too. Like
Yeah.
if you want to get to that level, you gotta start early and just learn the game.
That's what I'm saying. They
Learn the
learn
business
more.
side of
Most
it.
players that become coaches and owners are like GMs and presidents.
Yeah.
They know Jones from the Heat.
Mhm.
He's like he basically owns the Suns. He's like one of the GMs.
Yeah, he one of the
Jones,
GMs. Yeah.
because he didn't get that much tick.
Popovich is a great coach, but DC, what has he done since Tim Duncan left?
Well,
Thank
Mike,
you.
But Mike, with that type of, but I get what they said because with that,
He
type
is. I never said
But
he
I'm
wasn't
saying
a great
with that type
coach.
of
I never
talent-
said we don't have great
but with
coaches.
that
But
type
I'm
of
saying
talent,
the
he's
NBA
still
coaching
getting
ain't
them to
really.
he's still getting them to the playoffs. Like Greg Popovich, he can get the Orlando
I didn't
Magic
say
to
it
the
didn't matter
playoffs.
at all. I'm just saying NBA coaching is very low
Well, for
where it matters
championships,
for me.
for championships, you need to have some.
Don't get me
best
wrong.
players.
You do need. It ain't like
But
I'm
I
saying
mean,
you know
like,
they shouldn't
everybody
have
don't win-
coaches. You
everybody-
need coaches
I'm saying everybody
in
don't
the
win.
NBA.
Everybody don't win a championship. But to me, if you put any coach on this
He needs
Spurs
to play
roster,
off twice
I'm
or
saying
three
if you
times.
put any coach on this Spurs roster, just any coach, because this roster
That's
with the
my
Spurs was
point.
weak. They wouldn't have made the 10 seed. That's my point. That Popovich made them have a chance to make the playoffs. If you put a regular old smoke take the
But what I'm
Timberwolves
saying
coach on
is,
it, take Flip Saunderson and put him
what
on
I'm
the
saying
West
is,
End.
Pop first year when he didn't have
I'm
nobody,
saying, like, if you
they
take,
was in the
if
lottery.
you take
But
Pop,
Shoes and Duncan come, they
Come on,
great.
they was a lottery.
They
That
wasn't
was
a lottery.
first year. We talking about now. You take Pop on the Timberwolves right now, they make the playoffs next year. The
I don't
Timberwolves
agree
make
with
the
that. I
playoffs.
don't agree with that.
Stop it. Just
Great
stop.
coaches get great rings for great players.
Just stop.
Coaching matters in the NBA, but what
Just
I'm saying
stop
is it don't
And
matter
Greg
as much.
Popovich, because the Timberwolves
Like
is
it
better.
does college
The
high
Timberwolves is better than this Spurs team. Now the Spurs are weak. You can't even name 5 players on the Spurs right now, and he took them to almost the playing game.
Boy, I can name almost that whole roster. I know the Spurs players. Stop it.
Yeah, Google help.
Without Google,
This
I can
ain't-
name 5 players easy. Come on, man.
This
I
ain't-
get a
this
league
ain't-
pass. I watch a lot of NBA.
I'm just
I
saying
need to
that
be
that
like,
roster,
stop watching so much.
that
TV.
roster that week.
That
Tibbs is a great coach because that's what I'm saying, Jeremy. The Knicks went from worse in defense
Tibbs is a good coach.
to the top
Y'all,
one.
you mix my words up. I'm
What
never
we got over
saying coaches are bad. I've never said none coaches is bad, that they don't matter. What I'm saying is I feel like in the NBA, coaches don't have that much of a
Impact.
the talent matters more. If you got the talent, you'll win
But
more.
what about Thibodeau? He don't got the talent in New York.
Thibodeau, they got better, they got good talent, they got decent talent, they're not trash.
Before this year, when nobody
Thibodeau,
talked
he
Julius
helped, but
as being that type of player.
Thibodeau definitely helped
So
the Knicks
stop.
get better, yes.
I'm saying
But what
nobody
I'm saying
talking about
is-
Julius Randle as that type of player, so he didn't have no type of top tier talent for them to be doing what
Thibodeau
they
definitely
doing.
not getting all that credit.
Yeah,
Randall
top
got
one.
better over the summer. You can see Randall got better over the
He still
summer.
play the same way.
No, he doesn't. He got better over some last season. He came in the season out of
He
shape.
got better.
He came in the season out of shape
I agree
last
with
year.
Ryan this time, Mike, on coaching.
Y'all can agree, but I don't care if y'all. I don't mind if y'all agree with what I'm saying.
He
Is,
mixed his own words up.
what I'm saying is coaching. You see Steve Nash possibly gonna win the championship. If you put him any other
Dude,
team,
you
he
act
win
like
it.
Steve Nash wasn't a top
What I'm
player
saying
in the
is
game of
any coach,
basketball.
most coaches can come to the Nets and win the title. Look at Steve Kerr.
That's not
When he
true.
first got to the Warriors, they became good.
Like David Black was a
Because of
good
him.
coach. You want to sit up here and give
This
Tyronn
dude
Lue
said
credit.
David
He
Black.
was. He was up 2-1 on the Warriors, about to go 3-1. If your boy, you want to get players on credit, your boy choked in game 4 because Mozgov
That's
was
a
killing.
lie.
Yeah, no, it's not like
If somebody averaged 36, 13, and 8, is that choking?
Okay,
Thank you.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah,
well,
but that same analogy that you're talking about for coaching. Does that also work with football though? Is that same analogy?
It don't work for football. That's why I say
is that,
NBA.
though? Why is that?
Yeah, why is
Because
that?
football has so many more aspects to the game.
No sense, because Bruce Arians went to no damn Super Bowl before Tom Brady got there. He wasn't even going to the playoffs with Tampa Bay. And I'm talking about players.
The playoffs have been.
Bruce Arians wasn't doing nothing before Tampa Bay came in. He just won
Yes,
Super Bowl last year. So
that's
don't
true,
talk
but
about
wait.
football different.
Football is different.
You
There's
talking
so
about?
many more aspects to coaching.
No, it ain't.
You got-
Tom Brady was only aspects of that.
No, but
He was only aspects of that coaching. Tom Brady was
football
only aspects.
definitely.
Andy Reid ain't
coaching
never won
is
shit, but he got Patrick Mahomes now, and he's going to Super
But
Bowl.
you gotta have
every year
no
out.
talent in football, but football you can win. You
I'm
don't
gonna
have
give
to
you
win with
another
the
one.
most
I'm gonna give you
talent.
another one. Gary Kubiak, the weakest fucking
Oh,
coach ever,
yeah.
and Peyton Manning got them to the Super Bowl with that defense.
Right. The year Peyton Manning won Super Bowl with the Broncos, he threw 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. So don't say Peyton Manning.
But wait. But let's tell the facts. Let's tell the facts of it. Who was driving him down the field getting points?
Talk about
Yeah, who else?
Stop it. Don't do that.
What did Brady do?
Any quarterback
Talk
can't
about
Peyton
it.
Manning
Talk about it.
would not
Wait,
say
you
that.
might bring up the season, but ask him in the AFC Championship game what happened. Peyton Manning threw 2 touchdowns,
What
no picks,
happened?
and Brady threw 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Peyton Manning
Dude,
outplayed
I'm not-
Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. What are you talking about? Did he not outplay Brady?
No,
Answer the
he threw
question.
9 touchdowns, 17 picks.
That was
Don't
the
act
season.
like
What did he do in the AFC Championship game? He
carried by
outplayed
his
Brady.
defense. His
He
defense
threw 2
saved him like
touchdowns and no
always.
picks.
Super Bowl, did he get Super Bowl MVP?
He threw 2
Who got
touchdowns.
Super
I said
Bowl
AFC
MVP?
Championship game. Why
He played decent.
He outplayed Brady.
played
Brady
good.
threw 1 touchdown and 2 picks. He threw 2
But he
touchdowns,
still
no
don't
picks.
get as much credit
And
for
you
that
want to bring
Super
up
Bowl you're trying to
Brady
give him.
defense, carry him. But then wait, they will always want to give Aaron Rodgers credit, but actually now Aaron Rodgers got to his only Super Bowl. How many touchdowns did he go in the NFC Championship game?
His defense carried him that game.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't say he did.
No, that whole playoffs. Bring that up. They
What?
led the league in
Defense?
turnovers.
His defense carried him. I'm
Okay,
saying.
so but Aaron Rodgers was waiting.
Why you bring him Aaron
But
Rodgers
no,
though?
because
I
you
see his
wait, but
defense
I'm saying
carry.
you act like Peyton Manning defense carried him at the end of his career as bad. Aaron
They
Rodgers was
did.
in the middle of his prime when that happened. In 2010, I was his 3rd year in the league,
Right.
4th year in the league. Peyton Manning in 2015, bring up that was his 18th year in the league.
No, Aaron Rodgers
What are you talking about?
didn't get carried the whole season.
And he had just had a neck
I
injury.
give Manny credit for Super
Stop
Bowl,
it.
though. He get credit.
Stop
he got
it.
2 Super Bowls.
Stop
I
it.
love his composure. He is not moving.
Because this man, but he already trying to say basketball. Football the same way. Because Bruce Arians, Gary Kubiak, none of them was when John Fox never went to a Super Bowl, and then Peyton Manning took him to one, even though they got blew up by.
Y'all mixing my
Louisa
words
Boone.
up. Y'all basically do what everybody always do. I'm not saying coaching don't matter at all. What I'm saying, the NBA is not as big of a, it's not that big of a deal like it
You're
is
right
in
for
college.
championship teams because Frank Vogel was a bad coach.
You have
He
some
won
good,
a
it's
title
good
last
coaches
year
in the
because he
league.
had LeBron and AD. You're right about Frank
Eric
Vogel.
Spoelstra, it's a lot of good coaches in the NBA. Doc Rivers is a good coach. What I'm saying is NBA, you're going to need that talent more than anything. If there is coaches who made the
Or
playoffs,
if you got a
with
good
good
coach
talent,
with mediocre players,
like
then
Doc
you can
Rivers
probably get over
made
the hump.
Doc Rivers made the first round, took the Warriors to 6 with a team without a star. So what I'm saying is coaching
Wait,
is
so
good
who the
coaches in the
6?
NBA. Took the Warriors to 6.
What team? What
The
are you
Clippers
talking
in the
about?
first round.
What year was this?
This was 2019. The Clippers versus the Warriors. You remember they took them 6. But what I'm saying is coaching,
Oh my
yes,
God.
coaching it's a factor in the NBA, but it's not that, like I said, Steve Nash possibly can
Well,
win
you
a
also
title.
thought D'Antoni was a good coach.
Frank
so we know
Vogel
what
won
you're-
the title with LeBron AD. But he
I
did
said
win
Frank Vogel's back. That's the only example where you would have
Steve
that.
Kerr?
You know, Steve Kerr actually was a good coach, Mike. He was a good GM with the Suns.
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson was a solid coach too. Yeah.
The Pistons was above Av on talent.
And Eric Spoelstra's a good coach.
Eric Spoelstra's a good coach.
I'm
We're not saying
saying
he wasn't.
because you brought up Phil Jackson. I know you where you go with that with Jordan and bring up.
I'm bringing it. I'm just giving you examples of.
Spoelstra had LeBron and Spoelstra. Spoelstra's the top coach. It's been.
I'm giving you examples of the coaches who won, and I'm telling you, it was because they
He about to get swept. Julian, where
Oh
your
yeah,
Bulls
let me
at?
check the Heat.
Julian, where your Bulls at? Okay, cool.
Or if
We'll
he
talk.
gets swept, Rock will hate
where
me.
your where your Bulls at, Julian?
I'm about to turn it on. But we get to this real talk. I'm gonna play this music.
Yeah, play the music and talk about if they lose.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
y'all
Rory
remember
to come
big because
in.
last year you was quiet. You should have seen him last year after
Okay.
when the Heat thrashed the Bucks. He was quiet.
Oh, he was
He
quiet.
was quiet.
Sure,
Came on here
sure.
being humble. That's
Yeah, I
why
was quiet because I couldn't say nothing.
came on here being
He gonna
humble.
make excuses if the Heat lose.
We
though.
finna win 4
See,
straight.
I'm realistic.
We finna win 4 straight.
I'm realistic.
Turn me up.
Like, yeah, what's
I'm
up?
done exposing him when it comes to sports.
Oh, that's my bad. I'm tripping.
There you go.
There we go. All right, we're about to go to real talk.
Let him know.
I'll be right. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
We still stay live.
I'm gonna have to get one of them jumpsuits from you, man.
I got you, man.
What? Hey, you said real talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
We
get
get
it.
a little kind of crazy.
man.
You
Do it. No, I'm with the smoke, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Carolina Mike. I see you watching. Roller skate funk at home where the heat about to be. Yup. Y'all been there. Stop talking to me. Wake up, YouTube. We here. What up, Ty? What's good? What's good, Ty? What's good, YouTube? What's good, Facebook?
in DC, I do. Larry Brown did do some good coaching there. My point is about coaching NBA. Coaches do great things. They make great adjustments. A lot of coaches do a lot of defensive schemes. Coach, don't get me wrong. You need a coach in NBA. I ain't the type of fans, but you don't need coaching in NBA. It's all about the talent. Yes, the talent matters, but you need coaching. Like they gotta have their schemes. You need coaches to make adjustments. But what I'm saying is, I don't give coaches as much credit as everybody else do.
Fuck all that.
So
we done with sports, DC.
We're about to get on real talk.
I'm late. Didn't get the we about to start morning. LOL. Yeah, I gave you a shout out last night about how you was bitching how your Hawks lost. So what up? That's him right there, Preston Morgan.
He a Chiefs fan, you know.
Yep,
Broncos and Chiefs the same division, so they beef a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And he a Hawks fan.
Yep.
Damn, my fault, Morgan. For some reason, I thought you said you wasn't gonna be watching today.
He was probably stuffing his face. You know Morgan.
Then Ron got smoked with you, Morgan.
Big smoke. Because I don't like how he tried to cry last night because his team came.
Well, he wasn't lying though. He called it though.
It was facts.
Even if it was facts, it was just crazy.
Like I said, I don't got to be in the group when I don't have to be in the group when I don't want to. I don't got to be in the group if they was losing it. Right. As long as I didn't go away if they would have lost last night. Like I said, I came in the fourth quarter when anybody could have won the game, and his team did what they did, and they wet the bed. And
hey, you do what you do. You
so
can do it.
I was there last night. I was there. I got time today. I got time today, Morgan, and y'all got y'all answers beat. That's all. You know.
Don't forget it's going back to Atlanta too.
D-Rose built for these moments. But now we're moving on to the Real Talk section. New show. No, not a new show really. It's still episode 20, y'all. But it's the Real Talk section. So we done with the sports. For y'all that just tuning in, this is our guy Ron Smooth. He is street baller. His whole thing is I ball for life. So check my man's out. He gave y'all can go back and rewind it in the sports section. He gave y'all a tutorial about how y'all can get to a site. He do trainings, he do camps, clinics, all that for the youth. You know, they have all-star events. So tune in, look up the schedule, hit my man up if y'all want to get some lessons on this street ball stuff. If y'all trying to get the skills up, go back and listen to some of the motivation he spit for the youth, some of the tips he gave because they was great tips. But he gonna stick around and be here with us for the Real Talk section. But I'm gonna tell y'all fans, you know, don't be coming at our guests all hardcore. You know, he ready for all the smoke, you know, but don't be coming at our guests like that. You know, break it in first. You know, y'all gotta break it in. Y'all can come at me and Mike, but don't, you know, just break it in on our guests a little bit easy.
We good.
All right, we good.
Yeah, we good.
All right, it's going. And you see Julian Williams right there. Don't really pay him no attention if you say something and you talk.
Okay.
He the type of wear corduroys with penny loafers.
Okay, well he's at home. We outside.
Yeah. He wear jeans with penny loafers. So yeah, we don't.
Thanks, Morgan, about Rod.
Your ass always got time after this shit go your way. Yeah, I got time today, boy. Don't get me started. Joe watching Joe. Yeah, we discussed you too. Kyrie hating ass.
And I hope Joe he a hoop. I hope if you ever come to Pioneer Park, that's where they hoop.
Okay.
Where did your guest play? Pops.
Where did your guest play?
That's Big Mike. He's playing everywhere, Pops.
Everywhere. Yeah, Pops. He play everywhere.
Everywhere.
Street baller.
Everywhere.
He knows some. My dad used to mess with hot sauce. Like my dad used to like hot sauce. Yeah, Pops. He a street baller. But you said you graduated 08.
So wait, but you connect online, man. I bought for life company.com. I bought for life.
If Pops, you want me to train the twins on handles?
I bought for life company.com, man. Check out the website. We online. I bought for life athletics on Instagram. So it's all good, man.
All right.
That's my dad. That's my dad.
For sure.
Now he the handle. He got handles.
Pops, he's soft.
He's soft. Who's
He's
soft?
Yeah.
What that mean, cuz he's soft. What that mean? All right.
She ain't talking about you. She talking about
this was represented from like she ain't talking about you.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't you know she elaborate on that cuz I want to know what you're talking about. But Real Talk section. This was sparked from one of the many conversations I had with some of the fans down in Charlotte. I'm not gonna say no names, but we had some good conversation, you know, around the family table and all that. It says, can people get together young and stay together the whole time, or is that just a fairy tale? What I mean by that is, can you be high school sweethearts and it lasts for, you know, until forever, or will y'all break up? Do y'all think that that's just fairy tale, that's not possible? that you too young to be finding love that young, or do y'all believe that love can be found at any age?
I can go first quick.
Okay.
I definitely think it's possible. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's different. Like I always say, every relationship different. Every person is different. It's definitely possible, but I guarantee I guarantee the rate is high that they broke up. If you get together young and stuff, I can guarantee you the rate is high. But it's definitely possible. People definitely can make
the rate
it
is
work.
high.
I think the rate is high. People not staying together if they
Start young.
Wow. If they start dating young, I think most of the people broke up.
Really?
Yeah, or got divorced. But don't get me wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
It's definitely people out there who can make it work and can continue to grow old together. So it's definitely people can do it. And to me, it's possible, but it's really hard because as you grow, when you're learning more experiences, things life just happen. So I definitely think
go hard then. Go hard.
Oh, hey, go hard.
Go hard.
Oh, I think you can handle it. Hey,
She said, "Oh, he saw." She said, "Oh, you took."
Bucks, hey, they looking good right now, Terry. But that's my answer. What you think?
Okay, no, I feel like in this social media era, it's tough. That's what I feel. If you're starting young, trying to get into a relationship in high school, let's just say high school, I think it's tough in these times in this generation because you got so many vices, you got so much out there. Like in high school, dude, like back before social media was even a talk or a discussion, it used to be a thing where it's like, dang, I can't even get a picture. I can't even get this girl number. I can't even see what she looked like. Everything was pretty much a mystery back then. But nowadays, it will be super tough to really have a high school sweetheart because you got so much access to a lot of things, a lot of other people to look at. It's so easy to just holler at more people now. It's DMs open. It's a lot of vices, man. Like before social media era, I really feel like you can have a high school sweetheart because of the fact that, it's y'all. You guys are growing up. And first, it takes...
Yeah, that's the purpose saying that you like J. Cole. I don't see it.
Golly, I don't know. But I think it's comes with understanding at a younger age. And it depends on the maturity as well. Like you got to take that into an account because some people may be mature enough to handle a relationship at a young age. Yeah. Some may just want to play around. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends on the environment you're in, man, because some people grow up in an environment where they have healthy families, they have healthy upbringings and things, so they make it work. But those that come from a dysfunctional background, that healthy relationship growing from young, let's just say, 15 on up. You know what I'm saying? We can just something like that. 15 on up, like you're going to school, you knowing somebody, you know each other since young, and kind of like that love and basketball situation. You know what I'm saying? That whole movie. They knew each other since they were young, growing up, playing the same sport, this, that, and the third. And, you're going to have your rough patches. But like I said, the maturity comes with it and communication. And some cats don't get that young. Some people get it later on, and they might not have that sustainable relationship. But it's the days and the times that we're living in now, man. I feel like it's really tough to really get a real good relationship going. Those that do get it are the lucky ones. Because, my name is Smooth, just to let you guys know what's going down. But it's the day and times that we're living right now, man. Because like I said, there's so many vices. Like that when we was in school and stuff like that, it was like you couldn't do everything. You couldn't go online and just really, you know what I'm saying, so-called cheat. Like you really had to work around stuff to really cheat on somebody or to really be, just around the situation of a relationship.
Today may be harder to cheat though,
right? Yeah, but dude, I think it's easier to cheat
because
now.
Women get that location stuff with the phones.
But I think it's super easier. To be honest though, like technology.
Who got location on your phone though?
Who got location? I'm saying.
Location stuff.
No, I'm saying. No. I swear they actually don't.
Got that location on my phone. I don't know.
I swear, my case she don't. I
swear. I'm at the hotel. Hold on now.
No, she don't get my.
Okay.
She'll get my.
I'm about to say that's an option.
I be seeing I see stuff on Twitter. I be seeing people say my wife get my find iPhone location type stuff.
But see, that's what I'm saying. In these different times now, like we didn't know
that. That's why I had to get that
catch somebody.
It's easy to catch.
I had to get that from notification because ain't nobody tracking me.
Yeah, no, I don't do the.
But for those that know, that's what I'm saying. And now you got social media on top of that. So people can hide behind that. You know what I'm saying? That's where your relationship really goes into effect now, because it's like, okay, where does trust come in at now? Because now if you got location on, best believe she got your passwords. She got location on, because you got to agree to that location now.
Yeah. No, I turn my location stuff off for real. I'm talking about, I be seeing stuff on Twitter when people be saying that with the location stuff. People like, my wife be having this and that. My wife got our location on the phone.
I got a tracking device on his phone.
I don't deal with the location.
I be seeing a lot of people have the iPhone stuff.
This is what I was telling people about
know where you at.
About this question. I feel like you can be together young if y'all just committed people. That's something that don't change. You know, to me, that's something that don't change is your morals and your commitment in your mind. Then some people told me, you know, right, you at that age, you don't experience anything. You know, there's many people out there in the world. And I'm saying, yes, that is true. But if you with a person who make you feel a certain way at 18 and y'all together and you want it to work and y'all committed to each other, it can work.
But they're also right though, because you really haven't experienced a lot when you're 18 in a relationship and love. You haven't experienced a lot yet. So this my point is.
But are we talking about virgins or people that already experienced?
No, we just talking about people in relationships.
People that get together young.
That's what I'm saying. But you gotta take into all accounts though. Because if you get it in,
they
lose their virginity.
Yeah, because man,
and that's what I'm saying. And sometimes
that's still sometimes.
But that's what I'm telling people. Sometimes though, there's no cutoff age. I mean, there's no cutoff number to say like, oh, this when you love somebody. That's why I tell people it don't matter about these. I don't go about experiencing because you can sit there and say somebody ain't never experienced and they can be with one person for their whole life. Some people only be with 2 or 3 people their whole life.
Possible.
But I'm saying just because you with like 10 people or 11 people don't mean you have experienced life more than somebody that was with 1 or 2 people. That's all I'm saying. I hear people say you really haven't experienced. No, why? Because they decided to be with one person. They haven't experienced nothing. That's not necessarily true. Maybe they haven't experienced other.
Well, right, you probably would tell your kids that though if they were one girl, you would tell them like you really haven't experienced life yet to be.
If my kid tell me, Dad, I love her. This is my girl. I want to make stuff work. I'm not gonna tell him that.
Thanks, Bond. I agree.
I'm not gonna
I'm
not gonna tell him that until he come with me about a situation where he don't want to be in that relationship no more. But if he came to me and said, Dad, I love this girl. When I go to college, I want us to work. I want us to be together. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna sit there and tell him, you know what, son, break up with her ass anyway. Because y'all probably gonna break up by the time you're 21. No, I'm not gonna tell him that.
That's true, Vina.
You got to figure it out. He got to figure it out. He got to figure it out on his own. And if that's something that he won't going forward, that's something he won't. People got the right to change their mind, but I'm never gonna tell my kid if he tell me he love a girl at 18.
No, you
right,
never. No,
by the time you're 20, nigga, you know y'all ain't gonna be in love no more. No, I'm not gonna say that.
That's not do that. But see, and that's what comes with the environment people are grown around, because you may have those parents or people that help try to support you have that envy or bitterness that they may look at that relationship like, yo, I would like to have that. But since they don't got that relationship you have growing up, they'll tell you like, you know what, don't even worry about them. If they causing you this much stress, don't worry. That's why it's very careful who you express yourself to, you know what I'm saying, when you're coming up in a new relationship, because in a new relationship, you go through a lot, right?
Yeah.
So you want to have that outlet to talk to somebody, even if it's your brother or sister or friend or whatever. You got to be very careful, because that can either make or break the relationship, because your advice may contradict what your spouse or your other significant one is talking about.
Yeah.
Like, man, you don't communicate as much. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And then, like, you guys bump heads with that. You go back and tell your homeboy, man, she wilding. And you tell your homeboy, man, get that chick, man. That's that environment now.
Yeah.
They're bringing that, and that's what happens, you know, growing up.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So
you definitely support. I agree with Julie, because if you tell kids they can't have a relationship, they gonna try to do it in spite of you, like you said. So you definitely support your kids' relationship though. But I just remember when what's name was going up with a girl.
I'm just saying,
possibly hate, but I tell them like, dude, you're gonna experience stuff.
The only advice I'm gonna say is this to my son. Like, I'm gonna be like, look, if he tell me that I really love her, I'm like, cool, son, you know, make it work with her. But then if I start seeing that, you know, when I come pick him up from football and basketball games, and she like in a crowd around 5 or 6 dudes, I'm gonna just
I can guarantee
when he get in the comment time, I'm gonna be like, bro, just focus on you.
I can guarantee you. Even me, I'm gonna myself.
Then I'm gonna tell him
your kids, you're definitely gonna not like you're definitely not gonna like their relationships, because I guarantee you're not gonna like it. But I guarantee you're not gonna like something their girl is doing or your daughter's boyfriend.
No, talking about the only reason.
I can guarantee it. Even me,
it's a double standard.
No,
it's a double standard for sure.
Talking about men don't care about with sons. Men don't care about that shit. The only reason you pops cared about that type of shit is because he said it was affecting James' basketball. But Mike, I'm not gonna care about my son's relationship. That shit ain't gonna happen.
You're not, but I'm saying if it's causing him to do certain things, you gonna get into it.
Do what? Be a little simp, and I'm gonna just tell him, like, nigga, you a blocker. You need to chill. get yourself together. But no, I'm not. That's what mamas do. Mama used to do stuff like that.
I agree, Vaughn.
Like mamas do stuff like that. Like yo, girl,
don't have experience at 18.
Mike, I'm gonna be that dad. Like I'm not gonna get your business. Like mama used to be like, mama hit me and my girl arguing. What y'all arguing about? Like mamas care about that. No, if my son and his girl arguing, I'm gonna probably be laughing. I don't care about
Mom
that type of
embarrassed
stuff.
me before in front of one of my girls in high school.
I remember
she
that
embarrassed me.
when you was sitting between the legs. You thought you was a player.
She was sitting between mine.
Yeah, you was.
And my mom,
She
she
sitting
said
between your legs.
my mom
Mike-
checked because
Mike thought
yeah,
you
we
was
was. She said we was too
I'm
young.
saying, Vina, if I was something, my dad wouldn't have, look, my mom cared about stuff like that. My dad would have never cared
Vina,
about
for real.
My dad would have never cared about my relationship with my girl. I know that. My dad wouldn't have been
I'm not saying you gonna care, but what I'm saying is it may be little things that you don't like in a relationship, low key. If this causes your son to do certain things, like what if he skipping basketball practice for her, something you gonna jump into that?
If he's skipping basketball practice, no, little nigga, you ain't gonna play. What do you mean? If he in high school, Mike, if he get a certain
Grades
age,
coming in.
Bro, your
ain't
grades
to your
is-
standard.
grades is
You
so-
go, it's go. I'm
Bro,
just saying,
that
it's
would-
little stuff that'll make you
well,
like,
that-
okay, you need to
well,
chill
that would
with
just
this
be a
love
relationship
like
first. That probably would be a lot of other stuff that come with it. If your grades going bad, okay, if you got a girlfriend, I'm not gonna say you got to break with your
But you
girlfriend.
ain't gonna be like, oh,
No.
you ain't gonna be
If you
just.
got a girlfriend, you ain't gonna drive the car no more. It has nothing to do with the girl. That's what I'm saying. A girl is not gonna make your son's grades go bad. That nigga
You don't
grades
know
gonna
that.
go-
Sometimes it might, for real. Sometimes he ain't doing this work, always hanging out with us, stuff
So
like
are
that.
you
It
saying
could.
then that the parents and the background depicts how long a relationship lasts for someone?
Pretty much, that's what he said. Yeah.
No, not all parent, man. Y'all business, y'all
Facts.
kids.
That's what I'm
y'all
saying. I'm
kids
gonna mind
in a
my Terry. I'm gonna mind my business. The only
You
time you
say
ever go
y'all
see
both
me,
saying that now,
the
but
only time you ever go see me getting business,
y'all both saying that now,
it's usually
but
when a woman come cry, you like
when your kids
talk to your
relationship,
son.
you'll see.
talk to your son because he's slipping. Talk to your son.
Because
No
we're
matter
talking
what
high
that
school
talk to him.
sweethearts.
Yeah, we talking about high school. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a high school
Grown.
sweetheart.
I'm
So
not against kids' relationship, but what I'm saying is you gonna be in a relationship business, so if they
No,
live
I'm
in your
not.
house.
Why would I
okay,
care?
well,
Frank?
it's inevitable that
You
you're gonna
gonna
have to
be in your
there
kids' relationship
because-
business if they live in your
They
house.
come to
I
your
would be cool
house.
with it, but you
Okay, would you? Okay,
like
high
don't
school
close the
sweetheart.
door.
Okay, don't close the door, right? Okay.
Well, no, you ain't finna close. Y'all ain't finna
Okay,
What I'm
have
saying is you
no,
gonna be
no,
in
no,
their
okay.
business some way.
arguments, right? That's not being
You
in their
might-
business.
Now, go ahead,
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go
Now,
ahead, go
we're talking about high school sweethearts. Now, there's
Yes, I
stages
follow it.
now. They're gonna want to kick it. They're going to hang out.
Facts.
Okay, so when they come to your house, let's say they come to your house. You know what I'm saying? Your son.
You set up rules in the house.
Yeah, you got rules. Yeah,
They can't
keep
get
the
in with the
door.
door closed.
Keep the door open.
And I
That's
ain't
true,
your
Terry.
business.
But hold on, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
You say keep the door open. Okay, now mind you, they're in school all day, in class all day. Now this is the only time after school they get to kick it with each other. Hormones are crazy. Crazy. You know what they doing these days.
Oh, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So
yeah.
your son in a room, you downstairs making dinner, and he getting top. You gonna stop that?
If he get on,
If
it's
he's getting top,
it's
are
a
you
double
gonna
standard
stop
for boys
that?
and girls. I will say that.
That's what I asked you earlier.
It's a double standard for boys and girls. But if people know me on this show, they always know it's double standards. We get double
Okay.
standards. Women get double
Well,
standards.
I'm gonna
that's
say
a double
this.
standard that's on our
No,
side.
I'm gonna say this. My kids, boy or girl, you
Okay.
ain't having sex in my crib.
Okay, that's what I'm
But
getting
if
at.
I'm there. Now, if I'm out of town,
Okay.
tear it up, son. But if I'm there, no,
He's
that ain't happening.
wilding.
What about your daughter? Yeah, he's violent.
Okay,
What about
yeah.
your daughter? What about your
Come
daughter?
on,
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah. No, I'm
He's
saying though.
Taylor.
Because that's what I'm saying.
He's
It's,
If I'm on
it's,
vacation, if I'm
You
on
say he's
vacation,
violent.
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
if I'm
You
on
said
vacation,
tear it up.
if I'm on vacation, be
Yeah,
careful.
you don't know
son,
your
but tear
situation.
it up.
You
But
know
if
if you know, you know.
But if I'm there in my house, no, I'm not gonna be responsible for y'all doing that in my house. No,
He
y'all
said
got to do it
tear it
behind,
up.
y'all got to do that behind my back like I had to do it. Sorry, mama, but y'all got to do it behind my back like I had to do it in the
Yeah.
household. You know, but
Well, kids go sleep.
what I'm saying is that what I mean by getting in the business.
Communication.
This is what I mean by
That's
this is
it.
what I mean by getting in the business. Not what Mike said, because that's every parent right to check their kids' grades. But I'm talking about is if you hear your son with his door closed in his room and he on the phone with his girl and they're arguing about
Oh,
arguing
I ain't
about
getting this
whatever.
business on the phone.
They
Yeah.
arguing about whatever. What I'm saying is, as soon as the phone hang up, moms will usually come back to the room, knock on the door, and be like, "Now I heard what was going on in
Yeah,
there."
That's
mothers
mama
will do
stuff.
that.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
mama
moms
stuff.
will
and
do
that's
that.
what that's all I'm
Moms
saying.
will do
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a dad,
Yeah.
as a dad to my son, I would just be past that. If he came to my advice for my advice, I'd be like, "Well, son, I did hear a little bit, a little bit of this FTB." He don't know.
Dad's a little bit lenient.
Now, if it's my daughter,
My
Yeah,
dad didn't
yeah,
say no when the girl,
yeah.
when
Now,
the
if
girl was
it's not
with somebody
my
else. My
daughter-
mom who said
but now
something.
if I have a daughter not here and they're arguing with that nigga, I'm gonna go on the phone like, "Hey, what?"
Because it hits
my nigga,
differently.
you
That's a
arguing
double
my-
standard.
you
It
arguing
hits
my- you
different
arguing my
because it's a
daughter?
female
Look,
now.
she don't need you, nigga. It's over.
And that's why I say it's a double standard because we
Yeah.
can't be tough on our girls. We let our boys do. That's a
Because
double
with the
standard.
guys, it's like, okay, we try to keep them tough skin anyway. So it's like, dude, hey, that's you. If she tripping, then do what you gotta do. But when it comes to a female, now you know it's a more sensitive situation.
Yeah.
They're more vulnerable. Guys, they can
That's Vaughn, but I'm saying he can kick it. Look, this is the thing. On the weekends, my kids, if you got good grades, you'll be
exactly.
Free. You'll be free to do whatever you want to do. But during the week, that's what I'm saying. As a parent, you set the standards. Yeah, you can't go with your girlfriend, but only till like 7 o'clock. It depends on the age.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a kid's girlfriend. My dad even wasn't that.
I'm saying if you're 15 or 16, you can out with her from 7 to 8. And if you go past that, I'm not gonna blame your girlfriend. I'm gonna blame. That's what I'm saying. I'm never gonna blame the girlfriend.
And I agree with you.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm never gonna blame the girlfriend for saying you made my sack like this. No, because your punk ass got a mind of your own. No. I'm saying when I was in high school, yes, I did want pussy, but wasn't no female making me do shit. Just
let me explain now, because you're taking it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it the wrong way. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying if he break my curfew for me with his girlfriend, what I'm saying is I'm never gonna get mad at the girlfriend. I'm gonna get mad at your dumb ass because you know your curfew and you doing this. She can't make you do nothing. You doing this
and
because
I agree
you want to do that shit.
But also the parent be like, your girl can't come over here no more. You can't hang out with her as much no more. That's not hang on the girl. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not gonna blame the girl. I'm a ground him.
Relationship.
Y'all not gonna hang out because I'm a ground you. Now when you off grounded, you can't hang out. I'm not gonna never not invite. That's what I'm saying. Like she's still a kid. I'm not gonna not invite her to my house if he's dating her.
But I'm saying some parents like you ain't hanging out with her this week. You can't see it this week. Some parents do that.
The reason you can't because your ass grounded. You can't even go outside this week. You can't even see your guy friends this week.
So it
ain't just your girl. I'm saying you can't see nobody this week. Because you disobeyed my curfew. But what I'm saying is y'all saying, Von and them saying, well, hanging out can lead to decline in the grades. Man, all that stuff.
Hanging out with your
hanging out with your guy friends lead out to decline.
It can, yes.
Comes back to
lead out to we talk about what we talk about.
I'm putting the onus on you. Not your friend, not your girlfriend, nothing. I'm putting the onus on you.
I'm gonna put it on my son too, but it's gonna be reasons why he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Unless she tell you to rob a bank, if it ain't nothing like that, if it's just regular kid stuff, that's what I'm saying. I don't like when parents take stuff out on the kid. Like I hear a lot of moms take stuff out on boys, moms particularly. I hear moms take a lot of stuff out on boys' girlfriends. I don't like that. Don't blame the girlfriend for shit I'm doing. If my grade slip, I understand that's my girl, Mike, but I'm saying blame the son. All dead in the door. Don't say this girl can't come over your house no more when you get yourself grounded.
Blame the
boy.
They blame the girl or the boyfriend is because you're hanging out with them. They're the reason that you're off your game.
You're the reason you're off your game.
You're the reason, but what I'm saying is I agree. You blame the son.
Please,
but
God, give
the girl is the reason.
Give them to me. Give them to me, Davina, because I'm telling y'all, man, no. I'm putting the onus on my kids.
If Bucks win it, hey, y'all better kill her out the group. Y'all, hey. It's
early.
Let's go, Bucks. But
yeah,
hey, I like this
not 100%. Facts, Terry. You feel me, Terry?
Hey, that's good, Drew Green Ryan. Hey, we all have different opinions, man. I just love this show, man.
I be on Julie. She's out be on Julie. On Twitter. Let's go to the next topic. We sticking with the relationship talk. Can a relationship with a 13-year-old age difference actually work? Shout out to one of our viewers watching right now for the question. Can a relationship with a 13-year-old age difference actually work?
Yeah, depends on the age though. Like,
what if you 16 to 29?
No, not 16 to 29.
We know stuff like that.
No, he said 13 age difference, like 34 to 21 or something.
Oh my damn!
So 16 to 29, no. A 20.
What age? Okay, let me ask you this question. Well, we know cases like that.
We do know cases. What I'm saying is a 29-year-old should be dating 16.
What age do you think it would work at? What age does the younger person have to be at least?
A 29 should not be dating a 16.
To me, I'll say. If a 34 and 21 together, I'm not saying they should do it, but it's not that big of a deal to me. If
what cutoff age do you think that it
21 to me.
Oh, 21.
And I'm not saying it won't work because sometimes 28, 27 may not work. But I think the cutoff for me, if somebody's 34 and the person 21, I'm not looking at that as a big deal. And it may sound crazy, but it's not to me. If they like 16 to 29, that's a big deal.
17 to 30.
17 to 30 is a big deal. At least
18 to 31.
18 to 31. I don't think 18 to 31. It could.
I feel like 21 is a safe number.
DC, no.
21 is a safe number.
21 is safe because if you're saying 18, you got to be checking
DC,
ID
y'all,
back to
you
back.
got to time out.
I'm 31 right now. I'm not no 18.
It's the real talk section. We know people in our family that was 17 day, 28, 29-year-old men, or vice versa.
Look at the time though. Look at the time of that though.
That was in the late 90s.
That's what I'm saying. Like in those early times, like even they had to get permission to even marry at that young. Because people getting married at 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? But it's the times now. Right now,
that's illegal.
Well, that's illegal, Julian.
But I know a lot of men that did it.
Probably talking about different countries. He probably talking about different countries.
No, Julian talking about what I'm talking about. Like I'm saying we know people in our family that was 17, they boyfriend.
Well, it is illegal, but a lot of stuff is illegal, Julian. People
everybody ain't true. I know that, Mom, but they act like it don't happen. I'm saying
Well,
it
because it
happens.
happens, yes.
It
But
happens a
Low
lot.
key, yeah.
what I'm
that-
saying
that-
is not cool.
It low key.
It's not.
29 and
Well, duh,
16.
I know it
When
ain't
you hit the
cool.
movie theater, they're gonna card you. It's like,
Ain't
oh,
nothing- I never said it was cool. The question
For
was
me,
asked because they
I'm
said
not
when
even
it
one
worked.
person. I'm never gonna date somebody, but my cutoff is I'm which is 21.
yeah,
I'm not even
21
doing
is safe.
18.
21 is safe.
I don't care how good the 18-year-old look, how much he come on. 21 is really the cutoff.
21 is
Right now,
safe.
until you're grown, it's out of pocket. I don't care the age difference. Facts. Well, Terry, some people did disagree with that because I know somebody that was 21 dating a 17-year-old. They went to high school together.
I agree with Terry on
They
that.
went to high school together, but he was a senior when she was a freshman, and he became 21. She was 17. They started dating when he was like 19, and she was 15. And they was together for a few years.
If I was 21 and she turned, if I was 21 and she was 18, that's a little different. But
listen, I
at
said
30,
he was 19. She was 15. When he became 21, she was 17.
yeah. I just left.
Does that go both ways? Is there a double standard though?
It's a double standard for sure because
if
Because my
but
ex is
it's
3 years
actually
older
good
than
for
me.
me.
I saw some bomb ass teachers back in my day. And I'm
the
like,
thing is
God.
though, the thing
I was
is,
17 and my ex was 20.
the thing is though, if a boy mess with a teacher like a 15-year-old mess with a grown teacher,
That's
people don't make a big deal of it.
No,
Don't get
it's
wrong.
a female. It's a
Don't get me
female
wrong.
though.
People make a big deal of it, but what I'm saying is like as us, we'd be like, that ain't no big deal. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
if a
wilding, yeah.
30-year-old mess with a teenage girl,
No, you
oh,
see,
you get looked
I
bad.
was
Yeah,
I was bringing up we gonna bring up both questions. I was bringing up because I don't think it would work. I was saying I don't think a 28-year-old shouldn't be looking at a 17, 16-year-old. That's just sick in its own
That's
self.
like baby.
That's sick in its own self.
Still a baby.
But a 13 relationship, I think it could work. Like if you're 27 and the chick is 40,
Yeah.
I think it could work if you really
could
wanted it to
possibly
work.
Yeah.
The oldest chick I messed with was about 13, 14 years older than me.
It could work. I think an age difference should work, but yeah, leave the under 18 stuff alone. If you're in the 30s, at least wait till 21.
Yeah,
Don't
I was
do the 18
I was
stuff.
17 and this 30-year-old chick was trying to wild out on me. And I was like, yo, and she wanted me to move out of state and all that. I'm like, nope, that's done. Because you gotta think like it's a mature level with certain people, man. And even then, it's like 21 has
That
to
is
be.
true, Julian. Right?
The teacher is going to jail, but
They got new movies.
it
about
is
that.
a
They got
but
movies
though.
about that.
People ain't gonna make a bigger deal. People will make a big deal for if it's a young male and an older woman, but it ain't like if it's a woman mess with an older male teacher. It is treated differently. They both is going to jail though, but you get what I'm saying? How society treated different though.
Yeah, it's more of a rah-rah with a male, older male, and
Oh yeah.
And a teenage daughter.
yeah, it's a bigger.
But they both going to jail. Like
Either way it goes, like it's still law.
I knew a teacher, and I knew a well, he wasn't a teacher, but he was a staff member. And when we was in high school, he was about 25, 26, and he was smashing some of the high school girls.
Yeah.
There was rumors. Yeah, there was rumors in every high school.
We know
Did you do it, Ron, or no? They said, did you do it, Ron, or no?
Oh, with the
Yeah.
30 when you
30.
was 17 and she was 30.
Ha! Wow, did I do it? Did I do it or do what? What is it?
Did you mess with her?
I told you they get real in the real talk section.
Did I do it or no?
I messed with 21 when I was 15.
You can plead the fifth too.
That shit was still wrong.
You can plead the fifth.
What you mean?
No, we
She
kicked
going to
it. No, I keep it real. Like we kicked it.
Real talk.
It was still wrong, but like I said,
mean,
it ain't
like,
that big of a deal. You ain't
I'm
really
just like, dude,
it's
like you gotta understand, like
for you.
when
For
you
you,
were,
if it's consensual, I ain't
when
saying.
you were a young male dude and you
Fact, he
17,
said if you want kids, it is hard to be with a 40-plus-year-old woman, but some of them old asses can pop out some eggs, you feel me? No, let me stop.
yo,
We ain't hyping the teacher up. Hey, I wish some of my teachers would have been going, oh, God. A few of them. I ain't going to say their names on here.
Male or female, just leave the young people alone.
In
If you
high school, I would've
just
been
leave it
going.
alone. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
No matter how good they look, it's not worth it.
if
It's not
if
worth
they ain't in college 21 plus, like
Yeah.
all the day.
Ron GTD.
And I don't agree with the 18, but at least
said Ron
don't
GTD.
do under 18.
He got the draws, y'all. He
Ron GTD.
Wow.
Hey, Terry,
You
is
spoke
violent.
on the 30-year-old. I'm just saying, did you do it, Ron?
We kicked it, man.
Did you do it, blood man? They said
We
this.
kicked it, yo.
They
Ain't no-
kicked it. They
yeah, we was
kicked
good.
it.
Ain't nothing going further than that,
Just kick it. No, I'm just playing. My man said they were just kicking
man.
it.
Just kicking it.
All right.
She wanted it, but I'm like, nah, yo. And she already had a kid already, so I
Okay.
wasn't even trying to get involved.
I'm not trying to do all
She's
that.
trying to move to South America and joints, man. No,
Oh,
I
damn,
would.
she was exotic. Ooh.
Y'all funny, man.
Ooh, at 17, man.
No, I'm
Shit,
good.
I would have probably been over there. Buenos Dios.
You probably. Yo,
Oh, wild as hell.
wow.
How good they look. They a child. What?
One, no, cause I said I was telling people just don't mess with young kids, no matter how good they look. He was like, he basically said how good they look, they're a child.
How good they look.
No, I'm saying, but you know, some people mess with kids if they look good. They like 17. A dude mess with 17 on high school now.
Now it's crazy these days.
Sick.
It's crazy because now these females are looking way more mature. Like there's a lot of cases on Instagram and all that all the time. Like,
and ain't nobody codes out there.
But there's instances out here on Instagram primarily. Like, catch me outside, girl.
Yeah.
Girl look old as a mug, but she put out her age out there. Everybody got exposed because it's like, yo, she's like 16 years old, and people are like, dang, she only 16. Yeah, she's 16. Like, I might want that, but
catch me outside. How about that?
I can tell Vina definitely at a different level, like in her life. I can tell, like she like me who gentleman and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You said Vina like me gentleman?
Yeah.
Boy, shut your ass up. You don't know Vina come out.
I don't know, but I'm saying like
me
tell James
stuff. You know, I like the way she talk. How you know James a gentleman?
Nah, I can just tell the type of I don't tell the type of shit like, but I can just
you can't
just
tell
from the
the
show so far. I can just tell a little bit.
You just know, huh? Rob Blocker, yo.
Adrian
What's
Bernard.
good, Big Tracy? My man Tracy watching. What's good, Big Trace?
What's good, Tracy?
How you doing? That's my guy. Him and Ace. That's one of Ace's hometown guys. That's my guy now, though. Fuck Ace.
But yeah, and Julian, be quiet, man. Ain't nobody trying to say it like that. If she look good, I'm just saying.
No, like she don't. We all know how old she was. Who you talking about? We all know how old who was.
Oh, who was?
Adrian Brown hopped in her DM on him and Terry. I think that's him and Terry going at a conversation. I don't know what he talking about.
But man, there was a good few questions. What's some good questions?
The next question I got sent to this on Instagram. Shout out to Bay for this one. It's do you believe in this saying? Women fuck who they want, men fuck who they can. Do you agree with that?
That's facts. Yes.
Women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can.
That's basically
I agree with that.
That's basically saying no, men will fuck anything that they can, like they would, and women they selective. I don't agree with that shit. You always trying to act like you agree with
Wait. See,
James is intelligent. He was turned on, but I'm just kidding.
I mean, if the girl is bomb,
I know, Vina.
If the girl is bomb and she got that confidence in her, obviously she going to feel like she can fuck whoever they want. Like let's just throw somebody out there.
But I took this as when they say women fuck who they want, they saying like women are selective in who they fuck.
See, I take it different because it was just a topic on the podcast I listened to, Fresh and Fit. It was basically I agree with Terry Facts. Basically, they were saying women do get to choose who they want, and man, we can't choose who we want. Basically,
we can't.
We can choose, but
no, we can't because of the fact that there's standards. Women look for standards in a man now. Like even back then, like okay, you got a better I'm not gonna be messing with a dude that ain't got no job. That ain't driving, ain't got nothing going for him. Like they're choosy with it.
Yeah, women can choose who they want.
Like, damn, girl, you bum as hell. Yeah. But so and what? Then, you can't get that though, because it's like.
Also, y'all saying we can't select who we want.
Sometimes you can't. On certain occasions, you can't select.
And we do who we.
If every man had the right to select what they want, this would go crazy right now.
Yeah.
It would go super crazy. But
women control most things what men want.
The question is, we can't just be selective. That's the thing.
Well, men can be selective, but what I'm saying is, on average, we can be selective. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying on average, basically, women definitely can control. Women controls who they want, and
it depends what your taste. But it also depends on what your taste is, though. Like, what kind of girl you looking for, and your selection. Because some are top tier, and you need to work on your level. Like sometimes you don't deserve that female that got it going on like that because that's too much work. Like it says, like God ain't gonna give you too much that you can't handle right now. Like you know what I'm saying? That's how that saying goes. So don't go for the chick that got all the attention sometimes, that got all the looks and stuff, because that may not be your cup of tea. You gotta do what's on your level right now. Like you may not be able to handle that. So some guys' selections.
It mean, Rod, it's easy for a girl to get dick. Dudes gotta put in some type of
thanks, DC. There we go. DC said it perfect.
To actual marriage, a woman not proposing, a woman controls sex.
A woman controls sex, and the man.
Well, but I don't agree with that one part where he said you gotta put in some type of work to get pussy, and I don't agree with that unless look. Look. I agree with that. That you got to put in work to get pussy if it's the girl that you want to like make your main girl. But what I'm saying is, if you just out here trying to fuck, like when I was in college, I didn't used to have to work for no.
Well, yes,
at
bro.
all. And I'm talking about wearing Crocs and basketball shorts, and then next you know, motherfuckers is like giving you fellatio. That's all I'm saying. That's not putting in work though.
In life, you can use any example for anything.
But I'm saying,
I'm
talking about. I feel like no. I get what DC's saying, but I feel like if the only way if you a dude out here just looking to smash multiple girls, you don't gotta put in work. That's what I'm saying, Mike. It's so many girls out there that's easy. You got to put in work for the girl you actually want. I agree with that.
And
like he said, if you want this girl, you say, I want her to be my wife. I want to exclusively date her. Yes, you got to put in work for her. But I'm saying, if you just started going to the club, Mike, next month, say if you was divorced and single, and you went to club the next month, dude, all you have to do is show up, and you could fuck at least 3 or 5 bitches in that same club.
But wait.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I get what you're saying. See,
but you don't have to put in work. It all depends on what you want out of it. If you went to the club and you said you were just single that one night, Mike, you can literally be standing by the bar buying drinks, and I guarantee you'll get at least 3 to 4.
Yes, it's men who can get it. It's men who can get it for sure. Like, yeah, but what I'm taking it as, I feel like I'm taking it as a sex side as women basically can they control. They got 100% control that, and we don't.
But
and don't get me wrong, you can get it.
Females got game too.
Well,
they do.
We also, you saw what Tyrese did to Make Boy. We also control sex. Like you say, use mags. I let you taste this motherfucker. She was.
That's why I feel like it depends on the character of the guy, man. Like,
I agree too.
Because I mean, it's different for every dude, man. Like, you know, some guys may have it more easier than the others. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a confidence level, man, and females pick up on that.
Producer James. Yep.
You know,
we got you because we got some fans who just inquiring about you anyway. Oh. That's why I said women are more selective, right? You talking about hoes?
I agree with Vina. Yes, you're talking about skis, right?
Same difference.
Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm talking about women. You talking about hoes like toxic. Same difference. You believe once? No, let me. Okay, I'm done.
She talking about women.
I'm just talking shit. Vina.
She talking about just. Like, it's not a man. It's not a man who.
James, do you agree with this saying? Women
ways.
Fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can.
I agree with that for sure. Yes.
Yeah. You are female. And I'm so glad we touched base on this question.
We got a female here, y'all, behind the scenes.
Yeah, she can say behind the scenes. Just talk. They can hear you. How do you feel about
agree
that?
With that saying?
You can disagree with us.
No, I agree with that.
She agrees with the saying.
Okay.
Especially in today's times, like, guys have to be super careful with the whole, sexual assault.
That's true.
Things.
That's true. You only get me too, though, here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see, they trying to get Deshaun Watson out here sending dick pics to his massage therapist. You can't, Pac never said that.
This is
he did. Pac did say that in Poetic Justice.
What he say?
He told Janet Jackson that. Well, he was like,
Pac didn't say it. What was his character? Lucky said.
Pac said that shit. He was like, you think somebody got to work for you? You think somebody gonna put in work with you? You gob ass bitch. She was like, don't call me no bitch. I'm a black woman. Especially on a black woman, he says, miss me with all that shit. You bleed once more like the rest of the whole.
That wasn't Tupac. That was Lucky.
That was Pac. Pac said some reckless.
That was Pac. Smooth said it. That was Pac.
God,
that wasn't in the script.
Yeah, that was his character.
That was Pac. Ron, how you go tell her we can hear her when we barely can hear you? Bring her to the front.
No, we can just go ahead and play this video back in a quiet room, and you be all right. You be all right. It's all good.
I mean, don't. What Julian said?
Thanks, Julian. Yes, Julian. Fact.
Julian, we ain't even talking about that. That's some Ted Bundy shit.
He going hard.
Yeah. Julian, he goes next level. Ty's still along with us. All right, y'all, because I need help with this one. I really need help with this next question.
Okay.
That's not real life Pac. Where's the fuck? That was Pac. I know my name. But look, I need help with this one because some of my women family, I mean, I don't say no names, but they on here now. I'm not gonna say no names.
Okay.
But we was talking about dating and what dating consists of, and I was confused because dating, they were saying that dating, you could be dating 6 dudes at one time.
Mm.
This is what we did for that. They said if they date 6 dudes, but they hit you up, they should be able to hit you up and ask you for something. And my response was, if I'm one of the dudes you dating, and I know you're talking to 5 other dudes, I'm gonna tell you, hit that other motherfucker up. Don't hit me up if you ain't my girl in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, that's why you wouldn't be in a relationship because she can't come to you. And I think that that's kind of sap and soft as fuck. If we date and you got other dudes you talking to.
You got other guys on the
But
side.
yeah, like if I'm at your house and I don't take out the garbage, or if
She
I don't,
mad.
if you call me and ask for $40 and I don't give you the $40, and I told them, can't no woman ask me for that if we're just dating, and then she dating other dudes. So I wanted to ask y'all, what's appropriate, inappropriate in the dating stage, and what's the difference between dating and a relationship? Because they told me that dating is not a relationship. He lying, y'all. How am I lying? Explain it then.
Everybody got their own definition of dating relationship.
How am I lying?
Just calm down.
Everybody,
It's her.
Yeah. Calm down because there's a difference.
Julian said sound like a single.
That's what I said. Sounds like a single person to me that's out here dating.
Well, Julian definition. Julian think you ain't in a relationship unless you're married.
We're not talking about that.
So he's OC.
Okay, so first and foremost, if the male or female, let's just put it so everybody won't get mad, even though we don't care right now about it. First and foremost, if someone has 6 people on the side, whoever, the male or female, and the male or female is okay with that, there has to be a communication there that lets them know. Because if there's not communication, you're obviously cheating, and it's not dating anymore or a relationship at that. There's really nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about.
Dating and relationship can be 2 different things depending on the people.
It can be.
It can be. It's 2
that's
different
the same,
things.
but I think
That
that's the
goes
same
back
thing,
though to knowing that person, because you can have the best friend turn into a relationship. The best friend can be.
Say it, Dina.
The best friend could turn into your girlfriend, to your wife, but then when that line gets broken, now it starts from point 1 now.
Yeah,
Now it goes back to,
with
okay, now we just have I know that person.
Thank you,
There's a certain relationship that's there. Dating, that consists of putting your time in, committing to that person emotionally, all that. You know what I'm saying? Now
But if she's doing that with other, most of the time, yes, that's true. But if you said dating is putting your time in emotionally, putting that commitment in. But if she's doing that with 3 other dudes, what I'm saying is, does that make that
doesn't make you dating though? That's not, you're not dating after that. Like if she got 6 other guys she's entertaining.
Some people definition that's dating. You just try your options.
Yeah, some people
maybe you going to dinner with this one dude. Maybe you got to do paying your bills.
Then that's
and
where
you're in a relationship with.
That's where the communication comes in at then, because now it's like, okay, if we're dating, okay,
that's what
can she call in? She said,
explain what this dating
call
is
my phone.
about.
Call Rob phone. Let's see your side, Vina.
Call my phone if you really want to chime in and talk to the people. We'll hook you up to the Bluetooth. We'll hook you up. Come call in, Vina, because that's why I'm at DC. DC said
give Vina my number. I'll hook up to the Bluetooth.
All right, let me text her. I'm about to hit
text her. Yeah, call my phone. We'll hook you up to the Bluetooth.
Because if we're talking relationship,
you got 5 minutes.
If we're talking relationship here, because dating, there's no limitations on dating. If you're just dating and you're not officially saying to you, like, we're exclusive, and you're just dating, okay, you can't get mad at that because neither of you guys have made it clear to each other that we are exclusive. So if you're trying it out, hey, let's go on a date to Olive Garden.
Like you said, communication.
Yes,
key.
Communication is the key when you're dating. Like, let me know how you feel. Are we going to move forward with this in the long term?
I just text you. Call my phone. Call my phone.
Yeah, because I'm hooked up to the Bluetooth.
I just texted to you on Facebook Messenger.
That's all I'm saying. This communication is super key when it comes down to dating, because you don't want to get no mixed emotions. People don't get no misconceptions like, okay, this is my name. Because it don't got to be like that. Because if you're dating 6 other guys on the side and you're trying to weigh out your options, no one is obligated to do anything for you.
Facts. And that's what I was saying.
No one's obligated to do that because you have not made it clear that you are exclusively.
It wasn't 6 guys, but y'all use the example.
What minute, Vina? I'm gonna hook you up.
No, just an analogy. If you're dating,
what up? What up, Vina? I'm gonna hook you up to the Bluetooth.
Yeah, put her on.
Hook me up and let me know if I could be heard, because Rod is getting this all way misconstrued.
Hey, I got a little speaker.
You do?
Yeah.
Who the fuck got pussy for that? Who the fuck got
Yeah, right.
Y'all talk about it, Vina. No, because they said multiple dudes.
We get the speaker quick.
It might not have been 6, but it was multiple. It was multiple. Let's go. Get on here and talk your shit and tell the truth. Because you said multiple dudes. And DC
hold on, not yet.
DC agree with me. I'm about to start calling. DC agree with me.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Mike,
Hold on, quick. Hold on. JB in the speaker. Hold on. 1
JBL
minute.
clip.
What's it called?
JBL clip.
Oh, y'all, this is the first time we got somebody calling in, y'all.
Oh, you making
Oh,
history.
right there. There we
You
go.
making history. Call us.
Look
Call
what
in.
Mr. Smooth and did. Oh, then we got. I don't think that a woman should ask a man for money if they just date.
All right, go ahead, Vina.
Why are getting the questions misconstrued? This last question is totally fucked up. We're not saying, I was just trying to tell him, I'm not going to speak for we, but you should be able to date when you're getting to know people to see what you like and what you don't like. That don't mean women is popping their pussy open for 6 different men. Even 3 different men. No, that means you're getting to know somebody, you courting, you dating.
So wait, if you
got to know what you're ready for.
So can I ask you a question? If you getting to know somebody, why you got to get to know somebody else?
Right.
When your options.
You got this sick sense in your head that all women who date or all women who single is fucking everybody. Women don't roll like that. Real women don't. You either fucking around in the wrong circle or you looking for something you ain't gonna get because you looking for a little bit of perfection. Because you told me about a story, and I don't mean to put you on blast, but you told me about a story that you and the girl was on the break and you were still counting how many dicks she was getting. Y'all on the fucking break.
I wasn't counting anything.
Together.
I wasn't counting anything. I was counting because motherfuckers was bringing up what I was doing during the break, and that it continued to be there doing that.
Excuse me,
I'm
I was just trying to get a panel of the real scenarios. That's not saying women is out here fucking
That is the real scenario.
I gotta see who I like. I gotta see who I vibe with. I gotta see even who I'm comfortable having sex with, and if I like their dick or not. But you can't say women can't date or either they hoes. No, they women who are dating.
Vina, it has nothing to do with sex. Y'all keep bringing up sex. I'm saying in general, if you're getting my man Smooth said dating is emotional. You getting to know somebody, right? If you getting to know one person,
You can call in DC.
Okay, cool. Okay, in your case, my point is, in your case, ain't getting emotional. But my point is this: don't get mad at a man for if you tell him, "Oh, I'm dating you, but I'm also dating 3 other men." If he fell back, that's what I said. If a woman told me they talking to 3 other dudes and me, I'm falling back. That's all I'm saying. I'm falling back.
You don't even know how to take that.
What you mean?
Be dating other people too, and see who you like and who you don't like, and if you really like me or not. Do you
What-
really like me?
Obviously, I like you if I'm giving you my time and I'm making plans with you. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to start talking to 3 other women to see if I like you. That's what I'm saying. That's not. If you want to date, go ahead and date. But the senior,
I think she
she hung
hung
up.
Or we might have
Oh, we might
lost.
have lost connection.
We might have lost connection. Sorry,
We might
Vina,
have lost
we lost
connection. We might have lost connection. But that's all I'm
We
saying.
don't get on the show.
That's
but
all I'm
sorry,
saying.
we lost
Is if
connection.
you want to date, it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do about sex.
Next caller.
Women always think it got something to do with sex. It has nothing to do with about sex. It's about if you want me to be dating you and I'm giving you my time and my energy, then I find out you date 3 other dudes. What I'm saying is I'm going to just fall back. Meaning that I'm only going to make effort when you hit me up. I'm not going to be going out my way to see what you're doing to try to spend time with you when I know you got 3 other dudes in your
Scenario
line.
time. Scenario time.
Nothing to do with sex.
Check it out. Scenario time.
That shit weak.
You go out with a chick, right? Let's just say you guys go out to Olive Garden. It's a date, all right? And we're talking social media era, okay? We're talking this time. You go on a date. Because I rarely hear guys talk about they going on dates or a female saying she's going on a date. I rarely hear that. If you guys hear it, let me know. But you're on a date, you're at Olive Garden, boom, you guys having a good time, okay? Dinner was fabulous. It was great. Boom, you go home. The next day, you go online, you guys are following each other. She at Caribou Coffee with another guy. She on a date. How do you take that?
That's what I'm saying. At that point, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be disrespectful call to her, but she just couldn't hit me up like that no more. That's what I'm saying. Or if she did hit me up, it'll be like, it wouldn't be me trying to go there no more with her.
Let's get DC 3 minutes, DC, because we'll get on to the next question.
Yeah, get on here, DC.
But go ahead, DC.
Hold on. Is he on Bluetooth?
Turn your phone up.
Turn your phone up, DC. Vina was loud. I don't know why you so low.
Vina came in.
Height. No, we can't hear you that good. My phone all the way
But
up.
Vina, how am I gonna make somebody mine that's entertaining other dudes? Don't matter with sex.
We can hear you, but you ain't live.
How do I even want to make something like that mine?
He wants an exclusive date.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Exclusive.
if you start,
just
if
talk
you
to
start taking
Facebook.
on, we going out to
Call
eat, we going to
in,
movies.
Call in next week. We're gonna see if it works. Yeah, let us on
Speaker
Facebook.
body died.
Or the speaker might
Damn,
be
we
dead.
I
All
don't
right.
know for next time.
It's either gonna work or not. That shit, I don't know why it's
Okay.
not
Well,
working.
that's probably yeah. I don't know why because Venus.
So you're talking exclusive. So that's why I said it's communication.
It is communication.
Because
Because even if we start dating, that's why I told them. Now, if you tell me, look, Rob, we go to date, but I'm also talking to other people, blah blah blah. Cool, we can go out and have a good time.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, I know that I'm not going to. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm not going to put any effort any further outside of that.
That's fine, but dating and to me, dating and relationship is different. Because some people wear their options when they date, women and men. They wear their options. But if you're in a relationship and she doing that, well then yeah, drop her.
Now, in my experience,
I
my
don't
personal,
understand the term.
in my personal, I never had time to date.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying.
like you know me. Hey, we gonna do this thing. Like 3 weeks later, you in a relationship. Boom.
Some people wear their options when they date. No, some people
Now,
mess.
see, yeah.
Like I might go on a date with him, but I want to go to a movie with this dude just to try
But
him
to me,
out.
you wear your
So I
options
get
when
what
you-
Vina's saying. No,
There
they
are
don't
no
need
options when you single.
She's
right?
single.
Now, are you a player?
If she in a
you
relationship
go on
doing
multiple
that,
dates,
then drop her. If
you
a
as a man
relationship
go
doing
on
that,
multiple
she
dates.
just
Are
date-
you a player? Are
You a player
considered
or you a
player?
simp, depending on if you paying for shit. If you just paying for it to get
Now
the
we talking
attention.
double standards now.
Yeah, we are talking
It's double standards
that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying.
Are we-
I always
okay.
say that it's double standards on the man's side. It's
Well,
double
that's
standards
not
on the
our
women's
fault.
side.
I will agree. You right. Y'all don't date. Y'all fuck. Look, this is the thing. Y'all do. We do fuck because look. Thank you, Julian. What is dating?
I just told you what dating is.
But this is the
You
thing.
basically weighing your options.
The reason
You
why I
just
don't.
going on different dates with
The
people.
reason why I
they
don't
got
date
something on the
is because
side,
then that's all it
but you're
comes down
not
to.
committed to somebody.
You're not committed, and you want to get to another person. No, you just want to fuck. Y'all women just want you to take them on dates because they want to feel cared about. So take me out to dinner. Do this, do that. Like so they like to have shit to
Well, men and women definitely have different agendas when it comes to
No,
relationship
but
and dating.
Vina
That's
said,
just life.
Vina said because y'all don't date, y'all fuck. If the men that took y'all on dates, I guarantee if the men that took y'all on dates, if y'all let him fuck before he took y'all on dates, y'all wouldn't go on dates either. They only take y'all on dates because they feel like that's
No,
what they have to
if
do
you
to
let
get
a woman
pussy.
just drag you around and just take no dates and use you tripping as a dude.
I know I'm saying men take women on dates because they feel like they have to do that to get pussy. If they knew they
That's
didn't have
why
to
we
take
were
women on
saying,
dates to get pussy, they wouldn't take them on dates.
That was the quote you said to us. That's why we say the quote we was talking about last question.
But see, but it's right
Yeah,
now.
Julian
It's tough.
tripping, Terry.
It's tough because men are stuck in the stereotype as all we want is sex, and it's hard to come across mature guys that want to really genuinely get to know you. And that's what sucks because you can like say, okay, if I see a chick that has all the interests that I like, it's tough
And
to
we need
really.
to move on though because we had 2 hours.
we've been
almost
on this
2.5
subject
years.
forever, but we'll touch it the next time, probably. You know what I'm saying? I'll touch it next time.
Hey,
But
we're gonna do more call ins though.
that call was crazy, yeah.
That was-
Hey, we do need to move on though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vina for calling in. You know, I like that. How you get relationships part?
Julian, stop it.
That's all
You're
I'm
crazy,
crazy. That's all
Julian.
I asked him. How do you just like I always ask Julian? He never have an answer for that. When he say, if you're not married, you're single. And I'm like, well, how do you get to marriage then if a motherfucker just gonna be
Ignore
single until
Julian.
you marry them, right? Men compete over everything but can't fight for a girl they like. Oh my god.
See, you gotta
Who said that?
understand.
Who said that?
You gotta
That's what
understand.
Deshaun said.
You gotta understand. Everybody goes through their certain trials and things like that, man.
Oh,
so
my
everyone's
God.
experiences are different. We can't, in general, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Judge it in general. Everyone has different experiences with male and female.
Well, this next question kind of piggyback off this.
Okay.
Are you wrong for not doing boyfriend duties when you're not her boyfriend? Because me and my
Say that again.
Say
Say that
it
again.
again.
Are you wrong for not doing boyfriend duties
For not.
when you're not her boyfriend? So, like, I'm going to give y'all an example. Me and my OG was in the airport in Dallas, and she said, what if you smashing a girl and you at her crib and her garbage is full? You want to take out her garbage? And I said, well, if I felt like it, yeah, but I just wouldn't.
If the pussy was good, I'll take out the garbage.
Yeah,
But
no,
if it's trash, then go leave that trash in the
in the
fucking
trash.
house.
And my mom said, that's not a gentleman. If you're having sex with her, why couldn't you take out the garbage? And I'm like, women kill me with that.
I'll take her
thought
out
process.
there. Fuck it.
Like, just because we had sex don't mean I got to start doing boyfriend type shit for you.
Yeah, I see. I can't really talk to this because, like I said, I'm in a relationship and stuff.
Hold on. First of all, why is there even trash in her house? Why you gonna wait till I come over to take the trash out?
It depends. Like, I may do it, but I'm not obligated to do
man duties if you are a
man,
man.
girl.
I'm gonna do man duties for my own life. See, you see that do man duties if you are a man. If I'm just smashing the boots, why do I gotta do man duties?
How come you got trash in here when I come in here?
You see what I'm
you
saying?
wait all day.
And Vina talking about I'm getting stuff misconstrued. No, Vina, you just literally said if you a man, do man duties. Okay, I want to do man duties. Go to work, pay my bills, and take care of my motherfucking self.
If it ain't my crib and I
duties.
sit night for the night, if I want to do it, I do it. But it's not my obligation. Is what I'm saying. It's not my obligation.
Garbage smells like everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, yo, I'm gonna ask you a question. Like, okay, first and foremost, before we get into this, I smell something that reeks, and I hope it's not you because I'm Audi 5000.
Man, take the
No, I said I'm take the trash out. I'm just not obligated.
Terry, so
I'm a nice guy. I'll take out your garbage if we're having a good time. Like, yo, I got you.
Yeah,
but if you ruthless and you just like, oh no,
I'm like, James, you taking out the garbage?
Man, if it's nearby and if it's good and if I'm like,
if it's right by the door,
you
if it's right by the door,
if it's right by the door, if it ain't,
I'll handle that real quick. I'm on my way out anyway. Like I'll handle
direct line of path.
Yeah,
you know, if somebody's direct
that shit way across the corner over there. Like, nah, bro, like you good? It's been here before I got here.
Yeah,
so
you good? You good?
You
I know I'm married, but what I'm saying is. Wait, what was I saying? I was just talking about that.
You're married.
Wait, what was we just talking about? Quick.
We was talking about.
I was talking about
boyfriend duties.
Oh yeah, boyfriend duties. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, if I'm not in a relationship and I'm messing with somebody, I'm not obligated to do anything in your house if I don't live there.
Even when you with somebody, you're obligated to do shit.
Well, if it's your house though, if it's your house and stuff, you definitely obligated to make sure it stay nice and stuff. Yeah. But I'm saying if I'm spending the night after just smashing at your crib, I'm not.
You can't get mad if
Vita, we're about to move on. We're gonna call you back.
She calling?
Yeah, Vita call. But I was responding on YouTube, so I forgot what we was talking about. But yeah, boyfriend is definitely not obligated to if it ain't your crib, you ain't obligated to do nothing. Manly duties or not, you can do it if you want, but you ain't obligated.
Yeah, if there's no strings attached to nothing like that. Yeah.
But
you can't get mad.
If it's your crib, you're obligated to do stuff at your house.
But this ain't
I'm logical. Why is there trash anyways?
Yeah.
Why you got trash in your house
Why
anyway?
Before I came over?
Well, the normal thing to do, me clean because so-and-so's coming over. Why you want to come over to some trash? Like, I put some
why you
whack.
like trash on
Because if you don't take care of the trash in your own house, you don't take care of yourself.
Yep, that's what DC shit nasty at. But look, this is what I'm saying, and this is what killed me. You saw what Vina said. If you're a man, do man duties. But if a woman ain't your woman, they ain't finna come over your house and cook for you and shit.
Rub your feet.
Most women ain't finna come over and cook for you and shit at your crib.
Yo,
depends on how good you was. Depends on how good the sex was.
They put a box in that microwave.
Shit. C-Rod misconstrued me again. Mike, I called you.
My bad, Vina.
I misconstrued you. I didn't say you said this, Vina. Women said this. I'm just saying, women said this, Vina. I'm not saying just you. It's trash her house because she ain't got no man to take it out. Duh. No, she got a man to take it out. She got 3
women are very smart.
And we're going to do a call-in show for real.
They are smart.
Y'all know
they might wait till you get over there because you the gentleman. And they ain't going to ask
I'm going to have to take out my trash.
They ain't going to ask the women. They going to ask you, the gentleman.
Savage.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo.
That's all I'm saying, man. Vina,
ain't got no
I'm
man
out here
to take it
misconstruing
out.
people words. No, I'm not. We need you right here, Vina.
If females don't got the
Vina, you definitely coming on
trash.
if you ever come back to Minnesota. You definitely coming on. We need some women on the show to have different views on this relationship
no set
stuff.
Number. It's y'all feelings. It's y'all feelings towards each other. There's no set number.
You talking about earlier.
Every nigga ain't even in my house. Facts. Every nigga should be in your house. But that's what I'm saying. Why am I doing boyfriend duties? That's even the biggest part. That's like, why am I doing boyfriend duties not even in your house?
If I ain't your boyfriend and we just dated, I'm definitely ain't obligated to do nothing. I may do it if I'm nice that day, but I'm not about to do nothing.
Because Terry, as they plot to try to turn.
But I'll take out the garbage though. I'll definitely take out the garbage.
But we gotta see this, like, okay, what type of duties? Because you can go on trash forever. But what type of duties?
Like, I ain't talking about dishes. I do
cell
my own
phone bills that they ask you for. My cousin just said that thing. He's like, a woman said, I gotta pay, and then next thing he said, you're gonna be like, click. If they actually pay for something,
I ain't saying pay women's cell phone bill, but if you got it and want to do it,
but that goes right back to dating and a relationship.
And some people
goes back to it. now because I was like,
And that's
okay.
him having a cake and eating too.
But
We
you
in a
got
relationship, but I
some
actually
dudes
$70.
who would trick off money just dating
Oh, yeah,
women.
just
Some
to
dudes
get
would
it.
trick off. Some
Not
dudes
right
like
now, be the next week.
that. Next week, we have a call that show.
Y'all can't take out trash. Oh my God, this is crazy. But can borrow our cars. Wow.
She not obligated to
Wow,
give
you
it.
see
She
what
not
you talking
obligated.
about? Deshaun on YouTube talking about y'all can't take out our trash but borrow our cars. Wow. I don't get that. I don't know what she talking about.
She talking to this other dudes because with me, I like to have my own car for real.
Independence.
I ain't trying to borrow no woman car like that.
Independence is key.
My young age,
You
I
and your
thought it was
cousin
cool, but
ride.
as now,
Stay going too far. Look,
I'm gonna try my best to have all my stuff my own.
talking about what y'all can ball. Y'all can ball her car. Wow.
If I can control it,
all three
I'm
of my
definitely not
boyfriends
trying to
good.
borrow my girl's
Talking
car.
about you treat all three of your boyfriends good. See me today, you laughing about that shit.
Let her have 3 boyfriends. That's their That's their fault.
Well, no, she
But
don't. Benny don't want to be wifed up. That's the thing. She wants that. But what
What's
I'm
wrong
saying,
with that?
no, nothing wrong with that. But my point is, she be expecting men to do wifed up type of stuff. Women be.
Oh yeah, I
That's
can't
what I'm
agree
saying.
on
Women
that.
still be-
I believe every guy plays a role though. Like you
They do. You got the
understand.
simp nigga, the nigga that'll pay you for your.
If we
meals,
date,
and
I'm
your
gonna
hair.
treat you like we date.
Cause
If we
believe
date,
me,
I'm gonna
like,
treat you like
you
we
know
date.
who to call when you need that one thing or this and that and the other.
That's a whole different topic about cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
See,
that's
why?
a whole
That's why I
different
agree with you. If we dating, I'm treating you like we dating. I ain't doing no type of husband duties. Nothing.
Facts. That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
treat
saying.
you.
If
But
we
you got
date-
a lot of dudes. See, a lot of dudes who be on the simp side and will be treat women like they wives and they just dating them. So
All right.
Save a hoe.
Do men stop trying once
I
they
get it
got the
for
woman
using-
or once they get the draws? Do we stop trying?
It depends.
it depends on the man. That's a tough question. It depends on the man.
If they get the draws.
When
If
they get the
the-
draws or when they get the girl they finally been
See,
wanting in a
now,
relationship.
But some people like a challenge, and once the challenge, me and your brother just not. Once the dudes get the challenge over, after you get it, some dudes do lose interest.
But if
it
that
depends on the
pussy
dude.
is bomb though, if the pussy is bomb, you know good and well that junk has the control. Like some guys go like wilding, like do anything, they'll come back for more in seconds. Some if it's all right, you know what I'm saying, they're moving on to the next. But if you find that chick that's bomb and doing everything else, like it's a wrap.
Ray love that shit. She said, and on YouTube we got. It's just crazy because if y'all show just a little more grace and kindness, I promise you, we get treated like the kings I know y'all can be. Wow. Wait, what are husband duties, Mike? Women move like men.
Hold on, I got
P's and Q's. Yeah, do men stop trying? I don't think we stop trying.
I think we only stop trying once the effort is being lost on the other end.
Facts.
Because
Once we start getting bullshit our way, like
it becomes being
or
too
you
much.
can't be good enough.
Yeah.
Then you be like, damn, what is the point of even trying?
Yeah.
I can't even get to this state of this guy. Like
Yeah.
your ass ain't never happy. You always complaining. So that's why we probably don't try at the beginning.
You
Women
get
be
discouraged and all
yeah,
that.
they be all about you. They like the shit you do. They like the way you come at them. And then once you get them, I feel like you just gotta up the ante. And it's like I can't up the ante what I did at first. How I was spontaneous. Now what the fuck you want me to do? Create some more magic?
And don't get it twisted, females. Like it goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Even a female can feel
I'm happy
like
I got some of
she's
the
not
brothers on here on
enough
my side.
for the man that she's been chasing after. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways, man. Like you just gotta know what you're bringing to the table, man. If it works, it works. If it don't, you're gonna have some issues and complications, man. Because everyone on each end has needs. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's sexually or mentally. You know what I mean? So
Niggas cry too much. Wow,
Hey,
that's our little
like
sister.
always
by the
say,
way.
life would be easier if we accepted each other's double
Nigga, how we
standards.
cry too much, Ray? Explain yourself on that because we ain't the ones out here crying about it. The only reason we bring stuff up is because we held to this standard that, like I said, is godlike. That's really unattainable for humans. But women don't understand that. Women always say, I want a good man. But when they get a good man, then they want something else. Then they want
You want what you can't have. You want what you can't have.
Who
And that's
raised
just
him,
life.
Ray?
it's
You want what you
levels,
can't
like
have.
I said,
Yeah.
like,
Women want a nice guy.
James, am
nice
I
guy
saying
too
anything
boring.
wrong over here?
It's all facts. You're right.
It's all facts. And Davina, you love James. And he over here saying what I'm saying is facts today. Niggas cry too much. Y'all love one night.
It depends on the level you're looking for, because some people ain't ready for that upper echelon type of relationship that they
facts.
want. You know what I'm saying? So they get what they
Define
get.
a good man. A committed man, a faithful man,
Just say this. Go to the Bible and read Matthew. There you go.
A good man.
My guy did tell me, he said I be explaining too much.
A man who take care of
Hell
his
yeah,
stuff.
my phone
Like
charged.
Ron said.
A man who take care of his stuff.
You got a job. A man who taking care of the bills and stuff like that.
Committed.
A man who committed to being faithful, stuff like that. That's
got
a good
morals.
First of all, at the end of the day, you got to define what your type of good man is, because we can say what we say it is, but what is a good man to you?
Sometimes a woman have a good man and think
there's morals, yo.
And think like a man hanging out with certain people, that's a bad man.
That whole good woman and man stuff all comes back to me with morals.
Yeah.
That's only.
How do you define a good woman, or how do you define a good man?
With the love cheaters and lies, they continue to run.
DC, you ain't said nothing but facts. But
people always want what they can't have. If you got a good man or woman there, you may get tired of it while you want something different. You may want somebody who on the edge.
Bills might. Deshandra said Bills might. She said so providers. But when women say that we are gold diggers, well, when y'all said it that way, Deshandra, yes.
Wait, what she mean by that?
Because you said a man that pays bills is a good man. He just said a man that pay his bills. If you say you want a man to provide for you and pay your bills, then that is a problem. Like I told you.
There's a lot of women like that.
Like I told women, I really feel like everybody should be independent on their own.
We want women to be independent.
When we get together, the sum is the whole is greater based on the sum.
Not pay women's
Providers
bills.
don't mean that we're providing for you. Yes, we're going to provide for you in multiple ways just because that's what we want to do. But providing for you, when I hear that word, that means like, oh, you're going to be able to want to provide for the woman, take care of her, make sure she has everything. And it's like, no man should ever no woman or man should ever have that much power over another human being. You should be able to provide for yourself. Me, I should just be a placeholder.
I turned in a job, but you didn't bring up the other stuff he did also.
For you to agree.
I feel like a man.
Talk about what else he did. Don't just talk about he had a job.
I feel a man will communicate.
My Uncle Ike.
I feel a man will communicate what he wants to do for a female if he's really into her. Like, you don't gotta force the situation. If he want to do something for you, he's gonna do it from the love of his heart. He ain't gonna just do it just because he wants something out of you. Like, if he feels like he needs to do that, he will let that be known. But forcing someone to do something against their will is only gonna break the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna grow anything. So I mean, it depends on the level that there are, because a lot of females they reach for this upper echelon type of relationship where the guy does everything for them in like a fairy tale sense. But if a man is really interested in you, he'll do what he needs to do for you. It will not be forced.
Fact.
You don't gotta.
And that's why we get a lot of.
My man Smooth probably need to be on here every Thursday with us for the Real Talk section, because that's what I be saying. I don't want shit that I gotta force or that feels forced. That's what I don't want it to be forced.
Yeah.
You want it to be genuine. You want it to be real. You want it to be right. A man who wants to do it will do it. Facts. Rod thinks Ike was a great man. I never said that. I said Uncle Ike was my nigga. I never said he was
Rod tripping.
I never said he was a great man.
What's up, Queen?
What's up, Julian? Watch your mouth when you come on this platform. Spin lies before I come show up at your door after this podcast. Okay, watch your language. I never said Ike was a great man. I said Unc going down in history. Put respect on Unc's name. He was the only one to do what he did to his wife and his guy girl at the cake shop, and this guy didn't.
That was Ron.
But yeah, at the end of the day, man, like it comes down to.
Why you want a commitment after the first day? No, I don't. I don't even move that fast. I'm just saying, if you working towards something with me, I don't want you playing around out here
with
trying to choose the field.
Yeah, if you're not playing around, you don't want her playing around.
Let her know, like, hey,
if I'm giving you my time and resources, and I'm going through my schedule to put time in for you. And I don't normally do that for other chicks. I'm saying, and you doing that shit for other dudes, then I'm gonna fall back. That's all it is. That's all I said. I don't want no commitment from you after the first date. I just don't want you out here being no motherfucking floozy and all that. For whoever asked me about the Bible, she was talking about the Bible. What's the score?
I think it's 54-50.
I ain't back on that.
54-40. I mean 40. 56-40.
Come on, Miami, stop playing, man.
Hey, Miami may get swept.
God damn.
Hey, but yeah, man, we definitely gotta have more topics like this. We need a woman on the show. You gotta bring what's the name, because she be having a lot to say.
Oh, Deshandra.
You gotta bring. She gotta come. Deshandra, you gotta come on the show.
I've been telling all of them to come on the show. We would love for a lady to sit right here, wherever.
Ray already got a date to come on the show.
If you don't break, then that means a break. You've been hurt since your first heartbreak.
I was getting personal now.
Wow.
Here we go.
That's what they all say that. But no, ain't no love lost. That's done with. That's over with.
But Vina, I will say this though, you ain't no one about to play around me if she got other dudes she entertaining.
And this is what I'm trying to tell them. It had nothing about what I'm trying to tell Vina.
Hey, you called it, Terry.
This is what I'm trying to tell Vina. It had nothing to do with. She keeps talking about you was counting dicks on her. It had nothing to do about the break. What I'm saying is, this is what I mean by women want their cake and eat it too. So motherfuckers say they want to take a break, right? Then you start doing your own thing. And then once they ready to come back to your life, these other women is already in the picture and they want you to give it up. That's what I was telling Vina. Then you can't just
you can't move when you want her to move. But you don't let her do that.
And no, but then people would say, well, then I let her go, don't play with her. I said, well, no, I want my cake and eat it too. So if she want to be around, she can be around. But I'm telling her, these other women ain't leaving until I want them to leave. Because you did this. You the reason that these other women is even in the picture right now. So that's what it was.
What's the word Ron keep using? Communication is really key.
That's what we all miss.
You tell them,
man.
Well, I communicated, but months didn't improve my communication.
That's a big part of a lot of relationships that go wrong. Communication is just,
all these things that women want, that men want, all comes with communication, man. Nothing is forced. You know what I mean?
But I feel like women want the world, and men, we just want to be simple. We just want to be left the fuck alone. Be loved from time to time.
No, it works both ways. We want our cake and eat it too at times.
Some men, I'm talking about me. I want simple shit. I don't want all that extra shit. I want it simple, right? You ain't even built like that to say that. Built like what to say what?
He said,
built like what to say what? I'm definitely built like that. You already know. You already know how it's coming.
Hey, but we need a girl on here though.
Y'all decide to get back together.
We need to have these type
of
girls on here.
Need to be gone.
Y'all side.
No, when y'all decide to get back together, or when they decide that they want to get back with you, you should just drop everything. No, that's cool. You're not finna have me spending my time.
Do men take an emotional toll after they don't build their squad and have to come back to the relationship after a break? Does that take an emotional toll on them? Do you feel?
It does.
It did take an emotional toll on me because that's the thing. You
got 6 baddies. Just golly.
And that's the thing I had
and not ask. Yeah, Ron, don't be trying to play out what Gina just wrote.
You was going girl crazy when your girl's in Orlando, and what? Hell no!
Yeah, Ron.
Hell no! Vina lied. Mike, Vina lied, and she will be able to tell you she was the one saying I wasn't answering when I was in Charlotte. I was talking shit to Vina and them, saying she in Orlando, blah blah blah. But no, that's not true. That's not. Don't.
Yeah, we was in the same city.
And don't listen to Vina. I was not the one calling.
Even if you was, it's not a big deal.
Ain't no if I was. If I was, I'd keep it real on here. I wasn't the one calling when I was in Charlotte. She was calling from Orlando. I wasn't calling. I was trying to
I'm saying that's if y'all get mad over that, that's OC.
Ain't nobody getting mad over nothing. When you're on vacation, she's been out the country. She's been everywhere. And I don't. Damn, Ryan, your girl was getting talked to. I don't care about none of that. When she with the girls, she with the girls. She gotta hit me up out of town. I don't be hitting her up. Vina just in her feels like this nigga was turned. He was on her ass. Wow, that's crazy.
Right. I believe it though. You probably was though.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I told you, like our fans is wild.
People be wild.
They wild and
this a light week too. This a light week.
That's crazy. That nigga was turned. He was on her ass. Yeah.
Hey, we about to.
Hey, before we get out of here, it is Memorial Day weekend. Do y'all got any big plans for Memorial Day weekend?
Oh man, kicking it with the family.
Kicking it with the family.
Whatever comes up too. Whatever comes up. I ain't got nothing planned, but whatever comes up.
Mike, our guests, anybody in the back, you got any plans for Memorial Day weekend? Angela, you got any plans for Memorial Day weekend?
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Producer?
No, just working out at the park.
Just chilling. Same here, chilling like a villain. Rob be out here amping. Not at all, Terry. We're going to talk off the set. He's about to pop a web vessel. Wow, that's how I know he loves. Wow, Vina, we really need you on the show because you on bullshit. That's a query season for y'all. We appreciate y'all being in here. Shout out to my man Ron Smooth for stopping through. Man, we love all the love and support. My man showed through. Hey, I ball for life. Go check my man out. He gave y'all the site twice. He gave y'all everything he do. So if you interested in getting your kids signed up, or if you want some hoops, hit up my man. He well known around these parts. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Till next time, next Thursday, we lit at Artists and
Hey,
Fitness.
peace out, y'all. Hey, women, come on to the show,
Shout out
man.
Cap.
We need y'all.
More ladies, come on. Don't listen to Vina. Wait, my fam is coming to my house for a barbecue. Hey, that should be cool. Y'all all have a good holiday. Peace out.
Hey, Bucks and 4. I'm with Terry now.
Your mama and 3.
Uh-oh.